Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
Saturday night special, folks. What's going on? Thank you very much for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. This is episode number 540, episode number 540. And for all the folks, please, I'd like to ask for you humbly, spread this link around like wildfire. Let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is live right now on this Saturday night special, and we're traditionally on, folks. I know that the scheduling has been a little bit discombobulated, to say the least, but we are going to continue with the broadcast under traditional schedule, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. All right, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on Gab, the last bastion in social media on the internet today. All right, you can follow me on Gab under the name Politics Ghost. All right, all one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. Now, I know this is a little bit of a Saturday night special going on. I want to be honest with you folks, I did not want to do a broadcast tonight. I'm sorry, I wasn't feeling it. It was really gloomy out here in San Antonio where I'm at. It was just I just didn't feel like it. But you know something? I had to just conjure up the energy, and the ambition and the intestinal and testicular fortitude to come on this broadcast, because at the very least, we've got to talk about this memo, folks, all right? And look, we're going to go in the first hour. We're going to talk about crypto. We're going to talk about stocks. I know a lot of people are asking questions here, but I definitely want to discuss what we're going to talk about in the second hour, and we're going to try to do this in a free format edition. I'm going to try to do things different here. This is a Saturday night special, man. I remember there's a lot of people out there reminiscing about the Saturday night troll show. Look, we're in the works of doing something like what we were doing in that capacity in possibly a different venue, in a different online venue. We don't know yet. Let's just calm our asses down, all right? All right, it's just me and the engineer over here. I had to call in the engineer on a Saturday night, man. The engineer's probably got a couple of chicks in a goddamn jacuzzi somewhere. I got to call him in here on Saturday night. Thank you very much, engineer, for being here, man. I appreciate it. All right, man, I appreciate it. We're here, Saturday night special. Once again, in the second hour, we're going to talk about the memo, the infamous memo that was released by Congressman Nunes of the Senate Intelligence Committee. He released this memo basically highlighting what exactly has been going on behind the scenes out here, at least a little bit. Didn't expose too much. According to Nunes, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are going to be other pages released from this document. So we're going to talk about all that, and we're going to talk about how the media and the DOJ and the FBI are downplaying this memo. Many of them and the cohorts or their surrogates, which are ex-DOJ, ex-FBI, the media, they're all out here trying to downplay this. This only shows the complicity of all these parties that are trying to downplay this document right here. This document basically states that the institutions of the highest laws of our land, I'm talking the DOJ, the FBI, they were politicized and weaponized in an attempt to try to take down some competitor in another party. I mean, the whole idea of the party system and our way of governing is that these entities, these institutions, the DOJ, the FBI, are supposed to operate outside the political spectrum and just understand that their authority is limited to the continuity of not only this government and this system and this way of life, but the safety of the American people. And what's really tragic is that not enough Mr. and Mrs. Joe Six-Packs out here in America are opening their eyes to the seriousness of what this memo represents. And this memo, and we're going to talk about it in explicit detail in the second hour, it basically states that not only did the politicized and weaponization of the DOJ and FBI happen under the behest of the Democrats, but it blatantly shows that there is Russian collusion with all these entities, because lest we forget, folks, Fusion GPS. And let's talk about the guy who is the figurehead of this particular Russian dossier, who comprised, supposedly, through a variety of different Russian sources to comprise this dossier. I'm talking about Christopher Steele. You've heard about this guy, right? Christopher Steele, former MI6 British agent. Now, if you basically take a look into this guy's history, you're going to find out that most of his MI6 work was in Russia. That's what he specialized in, was Russia. I mean, that's what his job was for the MI6. So it's no coinkydink that Fusion GPS utilized Christopher Steele's insight into Russia and Russia politics, Russia intelligence, etc., to comprise this Russian dossier, folks, that was paid for by Hillary Clinton herself. She said it in an interview. She said it in an interview. And if she is going to admit that she paid for the goddamn document, does not that mean that she was colluding with the goddamn Russians? Russians help comprise the ridiculous meat and the data of this document called the Trump dossier, the Russian dossier, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's unbelievable, folks. Look, we're going to talk about that extensively. It's just the bureaucratic tangled webs is meant to be so intertwined. It's meant to confuse everybody. I mean, that's why it's this way. So with that being said, we're going to discuss that in the second hour. We're also going to talk a little bit about the Me Too movement. That's right, folks. My opinion, folks, we are seeing a male backlash at this point, in my opinion. And it goes beyond MGTOW. You know, for all those that don't know the MGTOW movement, these are poor bastards that have probably got their hearts stomped on, and, you know, just literally, you know, some chick took their hearts, wiped their dirty asses with it, and flushed it down the toilet. And these people just can't get over it, or whatever the reason is. Maybe they're latent homosexuals in some cases. Who knows? Who cares? MGTOW is short for Men Go Their Own Way. The only reason I bring that up is I think it's gone beyond this. I think that now men are even so apprehensive to even talk to women at this point. And I think this was a direct consequence of this whole goddamn Me Too crap. All right? That men are so apprehensive to even be around women that now most men in the workplace don't even want to be alone in a room with a woman because of all this implication of he said, she said. And now, because we have this epidemic of Me Too going on, women can just now make accusations because it seems to be in vogue. And why does it seem to be in vogue to be Me Too? Because of our goddamn media. Look at the people that are the most vocal of this crap. And look, I don't want to get into this early in the broadcast, but Rose McGowan, you hypocritical slutbag. I cannot stand this broad now trying to make herself as some kind of a goddess masterpiece of feminism and girls and women's rights and yada, yada, yada. Hey, do we all want to forget? Has everybody just forgotten about the fact that Rose McGowan was perpetuating this sex pot whoredom? This sex pot whoredom, and it's not just sex pot whoredom, utilizing that whoredom for power. Utilizing that for power. So with that being said, folks, this woman is the last person that should be saying anything about women's rights, Me Too. She helped perpetuate this. I mean, lest we forget, 1997, 1998, was it MTV Music Awards? Remember that? Do you remember that dress? Look, just Google it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And we're supposed to just pretend that this woman is a Me Too victim. She's out here showing her ass. Literally, I'm not saying that figuratively or be metaphorical. She literally showed her ass at the MTV Music Awards 1997. She was actually there with Marilyn Manson. I mean, self-professed satanic reverend Marilyn Manson. So you mean to tell me all of a sudden you're some delicate flower? I mean, just get out of here. Get the hell out of here. Anyway, I didn't mean to get off on that tirade about Rose McGowan. We'll talk about her later on, but we're going to discuss this. And as a matter of fact, I actually want to take calls during this segment. That's what I'm talking about, a little bit of a free format edition. I want to take calls from gentlemen because what I'm in shock in is that I am finding that gentlemen that are as old as 30 years old plus that are still virgins, folks, all right, that haven't even gotten to second base. They haven't even gotten to, motorboat a chick. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so vulgar, but, I mean, good God. What have you been doing? What's going on here? And now that we have all this Me Too movement crap, I mean, that's going to make these people even more apprehensive on trying to go out and get a woman. You understand? I mean, this is why we're heading into a very bad paradigm. We're headed into a very bad paradigm, and I think that we need to nip it in the bud now, or if you want my opinion, we're going to go into an arena that I don't think we want to go into, and we'll talk about it later. Anyway, last but not least, I want to talk about what's going on in Syria. We talked about how Turkey was going to make a military operation in the town of Afrin, Syria, which comprised of the majority of the population that occupied that land, was the Kurds. And, of course, those Kurdish forces are backed up by the United States. So it put us in a very precarious situation, and they pretty much rooted out the Kurds out of Afrin. And once they fully take control of the region of Afrin, according to one of the Prime Minister's spokesmen, they claim that they're going to, quote, give it back to the people, but that's not how it's looking, all right? And not to mention, I thought Russia abandoned ship already. I thought it was like mission accomplished as it pertained to Russian military operations into Syria. I mean, y'all remember that whole ceremony when you had Putin going out there and basically, handing over Syria back to goddamn Bashar al-Assad? He's claiming mission accomplished, Putin over here. And, I mean, you understand this, right? Now what we found is, folks, reports are coming out that a Russian jet has been downed by what looks like Islamic forces, ISIS. I mean, I don't even know who's who anymore in this whole unbelievable proxy look, I don't even know how to describe it. I don't even know I don't even know how to describe it in Syria, but we're going to discuss that as well. And whatever time we have left, we're going to do some free format activities, and I haven't decided what we're going to do yet. So with that being said, it's a Saturday night special, True Capitalist Radio in the house, and I know that everybody right now wants to talk a little bit about the markets and about finance. So let's go ahead and get into some cryptocurrency. Now, everybody's asking, what the hell's going on with the crypto markets? Well, it's simple. It's what I said Thursday. We've got Wall Street gaming this market because, once again, I would prefer everyone who's listening to pay attention, even if you're not trading in crypto, pay attention to the cumulative market cap of the entire crypto market. All right? Now, folks, the market cap right now for the entire crypto market is at about $442 billion. Yesterday, folks, we were down a flat $400 billion. At the beginning of this contraction, which has lasted a few days, at the beginning of this contraction, the market cap was at $550 billion. So what have I told you? We're having a Wall Street manipulation of this market. Because look, they're the only ones that have the means to be able to bring in $100 billion and take it out of a market, and they've been doing it here, in my opinion, for at least 2 or 3 cycles. And the reason they're doing this is they're watering down the cryptocurrency prices so that they can accumulate all the cryptocurrencies that they're speculating are going to be very, very pricey in the future. And, folks, cryptocurrency is here to stay. I know there's a lot of folks out there that are worried and don't understand what's going on. Wall Street's involved in this game, okay? If anything, it's just going to be regulated, and those of us that have made some considerable and decent amounts of money in it are going to be big-time players in the game. Do you understand? I mean, if you understand the crypto game, folks, the whole industry that is going to be created once any kind of goddamn government regulation happens, you're going to be qualified to be able to conduct yourself in that capacity. I'm telling you, what we're dealing in cryptocurrency is a whole new realm of economics. So with that being said, folks, this is why you're seeing this dramatic contraction happen, and it's been happening for the past several days. Now, once Wall Street takes out its $100 billion, you have a reactionary bunch of dorks, nerds, neckbeards that comprise the majority of the cryptocurrency markets out here that literally try to move their money anywhere. They try to move their crypto anywhere. Tether, which I'm telling you, in my opinion, is a scam. They try to cash out. They try to put it anywhere. And in my opinion, folks, as I stated, right now is the perfect time to try to find the next Ethereum and the next Bitcoin. That's how you're going to make the next big chunk of money in this market. Now, there's a lot of coins out here, and what's unfortunate is that the reason I continue to say that the cryptocurrency market is comprised of neckbeards, dorks, and nerds, and even, with all due respect, autistic, idiotic man-children, take a look at the meme coins that are out here. I mean, these ridiculous, stupid meme coins like Dogecoin. I mean, Dogecoin has become a legitimate coin now because enough goddamn autistic man-children put their goddamn mommy and daddy's money in it. It's stupid. I mean, the same thing with these other ridiculous meme coins. And what are meme coins? They're nothing. They're ridiculous. They're pathetic. I mean, they're jokes. It's a joke coin, but because these man-children want to create this meme and have it survive, they're willing to throw their own mom and daddy's autism bucks in it, and there it is. So you have to differentiate a good coin from a meme coin, a shit coin, or a dying coin, folks. So let's go ahead and get to the dying coin here. And I know everybody out there on the internet is like, I believe in Bitcoin. It's going to bounce back. Why is it going to bounce back? Can somebody explain that to me? There are a plethora of different coins that can do this coin's job and more and better and faster and cheaper. What are people holding on to here, for Christ's sake, man? Good God, what did Bitcoin ever do for you unless it made you lots and lots of money? And then I understand, but hey, you got to move on, baby, all right? This is a dying coin. It was the first kid on the block. We get it. You know, it invented the game. It was here. We get it. There is no value to Bitcoin, you morons, okay? No matter what, you know, whoever says, hey, I'm Ty Lopez. I know Bitcoin. Look at my Lamborghini and the chicks in bikinis. I know Bitcoin. No matter what these morons say, all right? There's no value in Bitcoin anymore, all right? I mean, the whole purpose of the coin itself was to be an alternative to fiat currency. And because the damn price of the damn coin is so ridiculous and so volatile, and I mean, it's made itself moot as it pertains to it being a replacement for fiat currency. I mean, seriously. I mean, just imagine if you took Bitcoin for products 2 weeks ago when it was $12,000, $13,000. How would you like that? It's like, I mean, that's what I'm saying, folks. I mean, there's no way that this can be an alternative currency if these fluctuations and over-speculation are going to happen to this coin. And even if it didn't, at this point, there's other coins that are faster, that are better, you know, that have more technology integrated to it, folks. So let's go ahead and take the dying coin. Let's cover it here. BTC, Bitcoin. Market capitalization for Bitcoin is $153 billion. Circulating supply is 16.8 million in circulation. Now, since the contraction in the past 24 hours, Bitcoin has gone up 4.82%. Bitcoin's current price, folks, current price $9,080.74 per Bitcoin. 9,000 is a hell of a lot less than the 20,000 or almost 20,000 it was at its highest peak. I'd hate to be holding the bag at 18, 19, 17,000 on this coin, baby. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to Ethereum. Once again, I'm not too crazy about Ethereum, but I believe it's going to make another run here. All right, it was making a run prior to the contraction. And, of course, when a mass contraction like this happens, everybody sells off because there are a bunch of reactionary dorks, nerds, neckbeards, etc. The only reason I don't like Ethereum, folks, is because, first of all, the goddamn team who makes it, I mean, they're self-proclaimed communists, which I don't understand why they're even in the monetary system game anyway if they're communists. Secondly, this is inferior technology at this point. This is inferior technology at this point, in my opinion, to Quantum's token and Quantum's smart contract technology. And much as I said in the last show, we'll get to Quantum in a minute, but what Ethereum was for 2017, what Ethereum was for 2017, Quantum will be for 2018. But the only reason I keep covering Ethereum, folks, is I think it's going to see another run. I could see this going up as high as $2,000, maybe even going up to $2,500. And the reason I'm saying this, folks, is because we have the mainstream business medias, the CNBCs, the Bloombergs. They're finally starting to identify what the value is in cryptocurrency, and they just learned about Ethereum and its smart contract technology and its ERC20 token, etc. And now they're starting to realize, like, hey, you know what? This is actually a little bit better than Bitcoin. Why are we over-speculating this Bitcoin, for Christ's sake? Exactly, you morons. Anyway, Ethereum current market cap is $92 billion market capitalization. Circulating supply is 98 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Ethereum has gone up 5.79%. Ethereum's current price, folks, $951.89. I think it got as low as 8-something during that contraction. Once again, The reason that we're going to see an increase in Ethereum is because of the damn business media. I mean, every time the business media hypes something, the damn whatever coin they're hyping goes up. And that reminds me, folks, the stock trading platform Robinhood is now going to roll out cryptocurrency trading on their platform, meaning that you can purchase cryptocurrency, and they're only going to have 16 cryptocurrencies, one of them being quantum, okay? One of them being quantum, but these 16 currencies that are going to be listed on Robinhood, the stock trading platform, I would look very closely at each and every one of those. Because, folks, people are trying to get on Robinhood right now. There's like a 2 million person waiting list to get a goddamn account on that damn website, on that damn platform, for Christ's sake. And what you can do is you take money from your bank, put it in your account, purchase crypto, and you can either trade crypto, you can convert crypto to stocks, stocks to crypto, you can cash out your profits in crypto, just et cetera, man. I mean, it is going to provide a whole new platform and a whole new group of investors on top of that into the cryptocurrency game. And I'm telling you this right now, by summertime we should see another, I would say, $500 billion come to the market. I mean, we should be close to $1 trillion in market capitalization. I'm talking about the entire crypto market, late summer, August time. And the reason is, folks, is because if Robinhood is doing this, what's stopping E-Trade from doing this? What's stopping, these big time, Charles Schwab? What's stopping these guys from doing it? Nothing. And once you can interchange stocks with crypto, crypto with stocks, you can cash out your crypto, that's when we're going to start seeing a whole new plethora of different investors in this market. Remember, we haven't even scratched the surface with whoever's involved with cryptocurrency right now, man. I mean, just you as an investor, you who knows about cryptocurrency, ask around. These people don't know what cryptocurrency is. They're going to be like, what? You mean that Bitcoin thing? Yeah, I don't know what the hell is that. It sounds like a scam. They don't get it. That's why I'm saying if you're invested in it right now, even if you're holding the bag in some cases, you are ahead of the game. And that's why I keep telling you, folks, long-term investment reigns supreme, and long-term investment definitely reigns supreme in this cryptocurrency market. You as an investor have to look for those cryptocurrencies that are going to have value. And remember, there's a variety of different factors that make value into cryptocurrency. All right? I mean, the first thing you need to look for is the circulating supply. Second thing you need to look for is whether or not the cryptocurrency is integrated into a blockchain technology that the development team of the cryptocurrency has developed, so it can give it some kind of value. I mean, third, you got to look at the technology. What is the damn coin going to do? What is it integrated with? What is it geared towards, etc.? Then you got to go ahead and read their white paper and see exactly how they're going to accomplish what they're suggesting that they're going to accomplish. I mean, this is serious. I mean, this is not something like these kids who thought that they were all cool because they got on a couple of pump and dumps on Tron and Ripple and BitConnect. Oh, good God. I mean, have you seen these losers in BitConnect, for Christ's sake? Oh, my God. They're like, man, I lost everything. I have my whole life savings in BitConnect. Man, look, folks, if you would have just Googled BitConnect, and look, I've even talked about it on the show. I mean, I didn't even cover it on this show. I did in April of 2017 because at that time BitConnect was $8. That was it. But then I stopped covering it thereafter because how they constructed their coin and their business model was a complete scam from the word go. All you had to do was to do a damn Google search, and you would have found countless message posts of people saying this. And the inner circle and myself, none of us got even close to BitConnect because we knew that was the eventual situation at hand. Now, I mean, come on, man. I mean, a lot of people lost money, baby. A lot of people lost money, and that's why I keep telling you. You got to know when to hold them, and you got to know when to fold them. Bitcoin when is high, or excuse me, BitConnect, BCC, that's the symbol of it. BCC, BitConnect, when as high as $450. I think it went a little higher than that. And then it went down to nothing. I think it's like $8 now. I mean, just imagine if you were holding at $400-something and you had the opportunity to sell off. You had the opportunity to get out, but you were too greedy. You didn't want to. You couldn't. You thought it was going to be the next Bitcoin, etc. That's why, folks, that's capitalism. You got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. You understand? And that's it. I mean, capitalism is like poker. It's all about decision making, man. I mean, that's what poker is. Poker is like life. It's about decisions. And if you make the wrong decisions, it could cost you. And if you make the ultimate wrong decision, you don't even play the game anymore. But that's what I'm telling you, folks. Decisions are everything, and you need to make every decision in your life cognizant of what the potential outcomes may be. These people that live life on like a whim, like they're just going to, I'm just going to go with my gut. That's why they end up losers. That's why they end up at Occupy Wall Street. You understand? That's why that, I mean, just come on. You get it, all right? Let's get back to Ethereum, ETH. Price for Ethereum is $951.89. Let's get to Bitcoin Cash, symbol BCH. Once again, I like Bitcoin Cash. If anything's going to be possibly an alternative to fiat, it'll be Bitcoin Cash. It's very, very fast transaction time, very low transaction fee. I like it, like I said, for the next 6 to 8 months. This is not some kind of a long-term investment play as far as Bitcoin Cash is concerned. So just keep that in mind. BCH, all right, current market cap is $21 billion market cap. The current circulating supply is 16.9 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin Cash has gone up 8.73%. Current price for Bitcoin Cash, $1,262.52. All right, let's continue going. Let's get to Zcash, folks. And the reason I want to get to Zcash is because I like Zcash right now, especially at these prices. Are you kidding me? I mean, I like Zcash right now. This is definitely going to be a coin to think about. I mean, lest we forget, Zcash is backed up by JP Morgan. JP Morgan has a considerable investment in this cryptocurrency. Now, why would JP Morgan do that? And they did that early in the crypto game. They did that like, what was it, maybe summertime of 2017? You can look it up on Google if you don't believe me. And just think about that for a second. I mean, JP Morgan has a lot of people's money that they're in charge of. And here at some point, because they're investors in Zcash, one would assume that they're going to offer Zcash as a means of holding wealth. And folks, there's not that much Zcash in circulation. So if JP Morgan offers this, and only, maybe 20 or 30% of the folks that are involved with business at JP Morgan, they decide to use Zcash as a means of holding their wealth, do you understand that that's going to create a massive amount of scarcity? Moreover, I wouldn't be surprised if JP Morgan did that and integrated their coin into the whole protocol of how they do business as a firm itself. So I like Zcash in the long term, folks, especially at these prices. These prices are unbelievable. And moreover, folks, let me go ahead and let you all know now, they are selling Zcash cryptocurrency mining contracts, folks, for 2 years. All right, if you have not considered getting one, I would strongly consider doing so. And the reason I say this, folks, is because what you do is you go and you basically rent out a mining hardware from a third party somewhere else. It begins mining for you, and then daily you get daily payments, in this case Zcash, for the next 2 years. And to be honest with you folks, every one of the Inner Circle has one of these. We are unbelievably happy with it. We have profited generously from it, and we still got a year left. And the reason is, folks, is because we got into these cryptocurrency contracts when the cryptocurrencies were at a very low rate. I purchased an Ethereum contract when Ethereum was at $40 to $45. And I purchased a 2-year contract. Ethereum has gone up to $1,000. Folks, I have almost quintupled my investment as it pertains to these mining contracts, because I anticipated the growth in the cryptocurrency price, and because you're mining for 2 years, I mean, you're able to hook this up. So let me go ahead and gab this, folks. Take a look at my gab right now, or you can go to genesis-mining.com, genesis-mining.com, and take a look at the Zcash cryptocurrency mining contracts. I think they're unbelievably lucrative right now, considering the price of Zcash. And let's go ahead and take a look at it. And lest we forget, folks, if you do get a mining contract from genesis-mining.com, make sure to use the discount code, baby, because you don't want to pay full price. Use the discount code WEA296. All right when you're about to check out, just put in discount code WEA296. And I think that they're very lucrative. Let's go ahead and get to Zcash right now, folks, because very, very good prices. Zcash current market cap is $1.2 billion. Circulating supply, and this is what I keep telling you, folks, very low circulating supply, and moreover, you also got that component of JP Morgan having a considerable investment in this currency. So they've got some kind of plans for this thing. Circulating supply is 3.2 million. 3.2 million. It's at the very beginning stages of its mining. So that's why I'm trying to give you guys a heads up. Remember, I told you guys about these mining contracts back in April of 2017, and only some of you folks went in on it. You know, you're a little apprehensive. You're like, I don't know. I don't know, Ghost. Well, I mean, come on, man. I mean, everybody in here circle's happy. I guarantee you everybody who purchased a damn mining contract is happy back then. And I'm telling you right now, Zcash is the most lucrative right now. I know they have an Ethereum contract, but that's why I'm not promoting the Ethereum contract as much as I am the Zcash, because right now the Zcash, based on the price on genesis-mining.com, it's going to be more profitable, more lucrative for that 2-year contract, especially at right now these prices. Let's take a look at the price. Well, let's say in the past 24 hours it has gone up 6.02%. The current price for Zcash is $389.90. If you take a look at the chart on Zcash, folks, take a look at the damn chart. The highest it went was almost $900. 876.31 is actually the official price. So you've got people from $876 downward holding the bag right now. And remember, that's not a lot of people, given the fact that the circulating supply is only 3.2 million right now. I mean, that's why I always cover the circulating supply whenever I cover a cryptocurrency, because by God, the circulating supply definitely correlates with the price of the damn crypto. So once again, if you happen to want a cryptocurrency mining contract from Genesis-Mining, remember the discount code, because you got to get a discount, baby. You know, it's money. It's money. WEA296. Once again, $389.90 per Zcash. The highest it's gone, folks, and that wasn't that long ago. That was last month. That wasn't even last month. That was last month. I'm sorry. We're in February now. January 7th is when it hit $876.31 for Zcash. This is destined for an over $1,000 a coin. I mean, if Dash is gone over to $1,500 and And Dash is, 7.8 million, I believe, in circulation? I mean, Zcash is only about to get to that point here in the next few months, for Christ's sake. We just had a horrible contraction that hit every coin in the market, and it was because of Wall Street. We discussed it, and I hope that everybody that's listening in right now, when you see a contraction like that, don't get scared. Just hold, baby. You don't lose money until you sell. You don't lose money until you sell. And not to mention, if you're scared of that, then the mining contract is perfect, because you keep getting deposit after deposit every single day, and it's beautiful. There's I'm just giving you a whole bunch of ways to invest in this cryptocurrency game, because, folks, this is where genuine wealth is going to be generated. You just have to know where to get it. You just have to know where to find it. You just got to know when to hold it. All right, now, people are asking me, let's talk about Litecoin. All right, let's go ahead and talk about Litecoin, all right? Now, Litecoin, I don't know about Litecoin. I don't know if you've been observing Charlie Lee's Twitter account. This guy has gone completely autistic. I don't know what the hell he's doing. I mean, the kind of autism that this asshole is displaying on his Twitter account is going to, in my opinion, I think it's erased any possibility of Litecoin being integrated into Facebook or anything else. All right, I'm not even joking around. But I'm going to cover it anyway, because I know there's a lot of people that invested in this. I know there's a lot of people that like this coin. And, to be honest with you, it's still a decent coin because it's pretty fast at transfer time. The transfer fee is not very high. So if we stabilize around the, $300 to $400 levels in Litecoin, I think this could be an alternative to fiat as well. But I don't know, man. Charlie Lee, the guy who created this coin, this guy got a little too autistic for me. I don't know what the hell his problem is. You can go take a look. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google it up. He deleted the tweets. I mean, he just, I don't know. Anyway, let's get to Litecoin. Market cap is $8.8 billion market cap. The circulating supply for Litecoin is 55 million in circulation. Now, in the past 24 hours, it has taken a big increase because people are trying to get it on the cheap, obviously. Got a lot of investors in it. It's gone up 25.29%. Current price for Litecoin, $159.88 per Litecoin. Let's continue on. I want to cover Dash here because Dash is also something to look at. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Now, right now, the market cap is at about $4.9 billion market cap. The circulating supply is still a low 7.8 million. Now, the reason I compared it with Zcash is because Zcash just broke 3 million circulation, and right now it's at $390. Here you have Dash at 7.8, and the highest Dash has gone is $1,541.99, and that was on December 20th, 2017. So there's a lot of bag holders from $1,541 downward. Okay? So what does that mean in this? This means that this is destined to bounce back up because you're not going to have people, unless they're stupid, they're not going to be selling off $1,500 at the prices that this cryptocurrency is now. So in my view, folks, I'm a buy on Dash here probably for the next 3 to 5 months, 6 months. Tentatively look at 5 to 6 months. Definitely bullish for the next 3 months on Dash. I am way bullish on Zcash for the next couple of years. So once again, that's why I'm telling people in the Genesis-mining.com contracts, consider Zcash. It's probably going to be the more profitable one for you. All right, given the prices. Let's continue. Dash has gone up 9.71% in a 24-hour period. Current price for Dash, folks, is $632.12 per Dash. And once again, take a look at that high price right there. The highest price went up to $1,541 back in December. So got a lot of people holding the bag from about $1,541 to $632. So these are the kinds of things that you want to look for. in potential plays when you want to make an investment. Let's continue, folks. Let's continue. Let's go to Monero. All right, Monero right now is it's looking pretty decent as well, given the fact that it was at some $400 ranges not too long ago. I think it was as high as, 406, 408, something like that. Let's take a look at it right now. Monero, XMR, is the symbol. Market capitalization is $3.8 billion market cap. The circulating supply is 15.6 million in circulation. Not too bad of a circulation. In the past 24 hours, Monero has gone up 6.60%. Current price for Monero, and by the way, Litecoin and Monero are getting together in some kind of a project. So I forgot to make that news known. Now, what they're doing and why they're doing it, I have no idea. But with that being said, XMR, Monero, current price, $247.32. $247.32. Once again, the highest this has been was 406, and that was last month. Just something to consider, folks, all right? Something to consider. Let's continue on. Let's get to Quantum, folks. Quantum, unfortunately, took it on the teeth as it pertains to this last contraction, but I am a buy on hold. Like I said, I purchased Quantum when it was at $7, and I knew that this damn thing was going to be the future. It is the future. It just blasted off into space a quantum space node that's going to be attached to a satellite, and they're going to create a space chain to keep the blockchain going in case anything happens here in a blackout or anything to that capacity. And not to mention, they're actually going to make a coin that is going to be quantum token-based, that is going to be called Space Chain, that's going to integrate this node that they just blasted off into space. So how many cryptocurrencies you know that are actually blasting satellite nodes into space, for Christ's sake? None! So, folks, right now, if you have not done so, I would strongly advise you to consider a buy on Quantum. And look, this is not some, pump and dump crap. I mean, there's a reason why me, the Inner Circle, we've been holding this since, probably early fall 2017. Many of the Inner Circle got in at about from the range of 11 to about $14, $15 a Quantum. And the reason that we're in it is because there's a lot of future, not just in the technology, not just in the smart contract, not just in the wallet and the quantum tokens, but folks, I mean, there's just so many ways to make money with this particular token right now. First of all, it's got its own token, quantum token, much like Ethereum's ERC20 token. Quantum right now is starting to have other coins that are utilizing its quantum-based token. One of them we talked about was Bodhi, and we'll get to that one in a minute. But Space Chain is going to be another one, and I strongly advise everybody to do their own homework and take a look at the other quantum-based tokens that are coming out. As a quantum holder, let's say you've got about 100 quantum, 150 quantum. You as a quantum holder, folks, all right, you actually get more quantum for holding it in your cryptocurrency wallet. I'm talking about in your quantum core wallet. So that's called a proof of stake. So you're literally getting quantum for holding quantum. Secondly, you as a quantum holder, you're going to get what they call drops, airdrops of cryptocurrency. There's an airdrop that's going to happen here in the next couple of days for quantum holders. You're going to get 4 Bodhi, that's B-O-T symbol, 4 Bodhi for every 100 quantum that you're holding in your quantum core wallet. And the beautiful part about this airdrop, because it's a quantum coin, it's just going to go ahead and be sent to your wallet. It's just unbelievable, and that's probably what's going to happen to every quantum-based new coin token. I just think this is the future. Not to mention, folks, I believe that by the end of the year, quantum, and I could be underestimating this price. But mark my words, as much as I was bullish back in April of 2017 on Ethereum, quantum, I believe by the end of the year, and I'm being conservative, $500 a coin plus. All right, $500 a coin plus. Because the technology that quantum has with its smart contract technology, its token, it blows Ethereum out of the water. And we're going to see a head-to-head competition between these two coins here. You've already got Quantum and their development team calling out Ethereum, saying, hey, there's a lot of bugs in your technology. And you see, the thing is that if Ethereum has to upgrade its blockchain, it has to hard fork. So they've already done that. That's why there's an Ethereum Classic. So if there's something wrong with their blockchain, they'll have to hard fork again. With Quantum, there is no hard forking. With Quantum, they can upgrade the blockchain at will without hard forking. There's just so much things that I believe, folks, is a winner for this cryptocurrency. And listen, I have no vested interest other than hoping that it goes up to $500, much like I speculate. But I believe it will, based upon the technology backing it up. And as I've stated time and time again, the value of crypto is in technology. So once again, let's take a look at it. This is dirt cheap right now, folks. Take a look at this price. QTUM is the symbol for quantum. The market cap right now is $2.1 billion market cap. The circulating supply is 73.8 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, quantum has gone up 3.33%. Right now, folks, it is a cheap buy right now for quantum. The Inner Circle and myself are acquiring it as we speak. All right, and hold. I mean, that's all you got to do. Buy and hold, baby. Buy and hold and watch what happens. Just watch what happens. All right, just buy and hold and watch what happens this Christmas. That's what I said to folks back in April of 2017 about Ethereum. I said just buy and hold and wait till Christmas, and by God, look what happened. All right? Remember, you don't lose money until you sell the damn coin, and unless you're going into scam coins, which you can research, folks. There's a lot of smart people in this crypto business, and they highlight which are scams, why they're scams, whether or not they're plagiarizing white papers or whatever the case might be. So do your homework and don't just invest because some idiot neighbor or some idiot brother of yours is telling you what to do. Do your homework. Current price for quantum, $28.97, baby. And lest we forget, take a look at the charts. Take a look at the charts. The highest it went up to was $110. $110, for Christ's sake. And that was earlier last month. So once again, folks, there's a lot of people not just holding the bag, but they're not going to get rid of these cryptos, man. People are accumulating them. People are accumulating them in mass. Not to mention, folks, that quantum is also a part of the Robinhood group of 16 cryptos that are going to be traded on that stock trading platform. Also, folks, you are now seeing quantum paired up as a trading means. For instance, right now, if you go to most cryptocurrency exchanges, you have to use, it's usually Bitcoin or Ethereum to trade for whatever cryptocurrency you want on an exchange. Well, now, if you take a look at the Korean exchanges, they are now using quantum to pair in an exchange for any of the cryptocurrencies out there. So it's going to be in demand. All right, and take a look at all the partnerships that this goddamn coin has signed. All you got to do is just do your own research if you do not believe me, okay? All right, this is a long-term investment right here. Buy and hold and don't go anywhere. Do you understand? Don't go anywhere until, I start saying, this we may want to abandon ship. It ain't going to happen anytime this year. I'll tell you that. I am a hold Buy on QTUM, especially at these goddamn prices, for Christ's sake. Good God. Anyway, let's continue going, folks. Man, we got, Jesus Christ. Every time I look at the damn time, I'm like, good God. Now, let me talk about one crypto that I'm holding the bag on here, and I'm talking about Salt. Now, Salt has definitely taken it on the teeth. I bought in at Salt. I bought in a chunk of Salt at about $6 or $7, and then I bought in another chunk at about $12, maybe $11. So I'm kind of holding the bag on Salt. That's SALT. Now, the reason I'm holding and not selling is because Salt right now is, I think, was way oversold, very undervalued, and moreover, I don't think people understand what Salt is. And, if you've been watching YouTube as of late, Salt is now doing commercials for collateral-based lending. And that's really what Salt is. It's a cryptocurrency that is utilized within its smart contract-based collateral lending. Now, what Salt does is if you go to the Salt website and purchase a membership, and the only way you can purchase a membership is if you have Salt. Once you purchase a membership, folks, you can take your crypto, which right now they only take BTC, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's say you have $50,000 in Bitcoin, and, you want to cash out, but you don't necessarily want to sell because you never know. Maybe Bitcoin will have another quick run because people are nuts. I mean, who knows? So what you do is you go to Salt, and you use your cryptocurrency as collateral for them to give you a USD fiat loan for that currency. So it's collateral-based lending. And they have integrated Salt, the cryptocurrency, within this whole system of collateral-based lending. You have to have Salt to do business with Salt's collateral-based lending smart contract, okay? Moreover, if you are a member, which many of us in the inner circle are, they have a whole plethora of different products that they're now starting to roll out. And you need to have Salt to purchase those products. One of which a couple of the inner circle members have purchased before they were all sold out, is a Salt offline cold storage wallet. And it's a badass little wallet. Now, the beautiful part about it is, folks, is that you have to use Salt to purchase any of their products on their website. And you know how much they view the value of Salt on the Salt website? $27.50 is the value of Salt on the Salt website. So if you have a few Salts, I mean, it goes a long way if you're a member of the Salt collateral-based lending or a Salt community, if you will. They're going to roll out here in the next couple of months, Salt that is, collateral-based debit cards and credit cards, things of that nature. So you can use your crypto as a debit type of a mechanism, so you can go out and actually spend your crypto out in stores and things to that capacity. I'm telling you, there's a lot of financial instruments that are going to be rolled out with Salt out here, and that's why I am a long-term, especially at these damn low prices. I'm accumulating as much as I possibly can of Salt right now because, man, it's a buying spree, man. There's a lot of things on sale right now, but this is something to look after, folks, because this is what is going to be needed here in the near future, considering now that we have taxation on cryptocurrency profits. You see, Salt provides people a means to not be taxed on their crypto, because if they just take their crypto profits and utilize it as collateral for a loan, and they spend the loan, and then they're paying back the loan, well, they're not taxed on the loan of fiat because debt is not taxable. Do you understand? Now, I'm not a tax expert. I'm just telling you to do your own research. But debt can be utilized as a means of sheltering certain profits from taxes. You got to do your own research and figure that out for yourself. You got to look at the federal and state regulations within your state and things. But, folks, that's what debt's used for. So in my personal opinion, folks, I think that this is a winner right here, especially at these damn prices. They're dirt cheap right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at SALT, SALT. Current market cap is $297 million market cap. Circulating supply is 54 million in circulation. That's less than Litecoin circulation, folks. It's 1 million less than Litecoin. In the past 24 hours, SALT has gone up 18.37%. The current price for SALT is a dirt cheap $5.50. And like I said, folks, if you go and become a member of SALT's website is pricing their own coin at $27.50. So if you're purchasing a membership, if you're purchasing any of the products from their store, they view SALT at the price right now, $27.50. So it's just something to think about, folks. I think people should just consider this long-term investment, definitely SALT. All right, that's why I'm covering it. I've got a chunk of it. I was giving it out as prizes. Remember on Christmas Eve show? I have so much. I was just giving it out. I got it all over the place. I'm long on this one. I think everybody should consider it. It's not a bad coin, to say the least. Anyway, folks, I think that's about it. Let me go ahead and cover 42 coin. We are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Before we get started on anything else, I'd like to ask everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is just a Saturday night special. If you're listening to me live or in the archive, it's a Saturday night special, baby. I had to make up. We had a lot of discombobulations of shows this week. We're going to go ahead and rectify it next week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you can find me on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on the last bastion in social media today of free speech, and that is Gab, folks. You can type in your browser, gab.ai, and you can follow me on that social media platform under the name Politics Ghost, all right? All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow on Gab, folks, all right? And not to mention, don't forget to read my blog. I also got a blog, folks. I don't know if y'all know this. All right, you can just type it in your browser. This is my blog, for Christ's sake. Ghost.report. That's all you have to type in your browser. Ghost.report. Push the goddamn enter key, and you're going to get to my blog, for Christ's sake, all right? I'd like for everybody to please read my latest blog. The title of it is The Majority of Crypto Investors Are Pussies. It's definitely a good read. So, once again, thank you very much for that. Let's go ahead and get to 42 coin before, I get to the damn stock market, because I know people are wondering, hey, Ghost, why is the stock market going down? I'll tell you here in just a few minutes. Let's get to 42 coin. Of course, the Inner Circle and myself, this coin is ours. We are the spokespeople of 42 coin. I would strongly advise people to entertain investing in this in the long term for a lot of different reasons. Everybody knows why, for Christ's sake. And not to mention, if you take a look at the chart analysis, a couple of chart people that are within the Inner Circle were suggesting that it's due for a tremendous mooning, and that means a tremendous wave of positivity here within the next couple of weeks, just based upon the chart analysis. And the reason that the chart analysis could be somewhat used as a play on this particular crypto is because the volume on this cryptocurrency isn't as high as most that are in the market today. So I would suggest take a look at 42 Coin, think about it, consider it. But let me tell you, the Inner Circle, myself, we are long on this one. All right, baby? We are long. Let's get to it. Market capitalization is $2.7 million market cap. And, of course, the circulating supply for 42 Coin is only 42 coins. That's it. In the past 24 hours, it has gone up 0.39%. Now, 42 Coin did take it on the teeth yesterday. Remember, in the past couple of days, it's been a cumulative market contraction. The only thing that were up, or the only coins that were up yesterday, were a bunch of garbage. It was all a bunch of pump and dump shit coins that had any kind of positivity in the past couple of days. Anything that was anything was contracting, and 42 Coin was no different. So I think these are nice buying prices right here. If I don't say so myself. Current price for 42 Coin, $66,022.70 per 42 coin. And I'm telling you, mark my words, man, this damn coin is going to get to $1 million, all right? By God, you just mark my words. And when it does, you haters out there that are hating on old Ghost over here, you all can suck it. Anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk stocks, shall we? Because I know people are like, Ghost, what the hell's going on? Why are we seeing a contraction in the market? This is horrible. What the hell's going on? Well, folks, I'm going to tell you what's going on. This ridiculous government that we have is what's going on, all right? This Congress, these Democrats. I mean, folks, I tried to describe this the last time, but I'm going to try to describe this again. The reason we're seeing a contraction in the stock market is because of the government shutdown that the Democrats did for these DACA immigrants, which basically signifies, on top of the State of the Union display of anti-Americanism, which displays by the Democrats that they hate America. I mean, there's no other way around it. You can't sugarcoat it. You can't say that it's a misinterpretation. What they have done and their actions prove that they hate this country, they hate America, and that immigrants and criminals supersede the importance of law-abiding American citizens, and that, just based on the actions by the Democrats, proves that that's what they represent. And that's why I'm telling you, if you're still a Democrat at this point, you need to get your goddamn head examined, or maybe you need to get the hell out of the goddamn country, you piece of crap. You understand that, you pud-pulling piece of anti-American crap? Get the hell out of the country! If you don't like it, get out! And I'm telling you, folks, 2018, this fall, we better not get any of these goddamn Democrats who are going to do nothing but take all the Make America Great Again economic policy, all the Make America Great Again policies in general that were described so eloquently by the President in the State of the Union speech. They're going to take all that work. They're going to take all that progress. They're going to shove it down the damn socialist toilet. And it proves, and I hate to go on this diatribe now and relive the damn State of the Union speech, but I don't ever want people to forget the reactions that those damn Democrats gave when the president was trying to highlight the successes and the positives and the good that has culminated in the past year for American people. And they didn't want to stand for any of it, which proves that they don't want you successful. They don't want you prosperous. They don't want you to make individual decisions. They don't want you to have bonuses. They don't want you to have economic opportunity. They want to use you as subjects, because if you are a subject that comes to them for welfare, that comes to them for any kind of entitlement, then that makes them a supra-authority over us, over the general American public. They then tend to redesign our lives how they see fit when we go to them for our handout, when instead we should have been demanding, and this is what I've been advocating for the past 10 years, we should have been demanding opportunity. Well, by God, Donald Trump has brought opportunity, and opportunity is all around. Opportunity is all around, for Christ's sake. And 2018 is the year of the capitalist. Mark my goddamn words. It's up to you if you want to do something about it. It's up to you if you want to take your ambition, your creativity, your prowess, your skills, and make yourself a goddamn capitalist. Now, back to the stock market and why it's contracting, folks, okay? Once these Democrats shut down this government for these immigrants, it spooked the bond investors. And, folks, we need bond investors because people who purchase our bonds, countries who purchase our bonds, are actually purchasing United States debt. And you see, because we've had so many people for the past 30 years purchase bonds at very low interest rates so that they can continuously purchase our debt on an annual basis, for Christ's sake, we've been kind of, I hate to say, spoiled. Because, you know, we have this dumb, ridiculous, and let me tell you, I think that the 90% of the goddamn assholes in Washington, D.C. that are supposed to be representing us are a bunch of anti-American internationalists who have sold us out and gave these idiots an open raid on our tax system. And the proof, $20 trillion in American debt. And where is that money gone? That's why I'm telling you, folks, what's happening here, and the reason that even though we're seeing 5.4% GDP growth in this quarter, even though we're seeing all these positive economic numbers, we're seeing a contraction in the market, the bondholders are getting spooked. And they don't want to purchase bonds if the United States government can't come up with a budget. And because it spooked bondholders, there are less countries and people and investors at the bond auction. They're waiting to purchase bonds. So when there's not enough people to purchase bonds, which is our U.S. debt, the Treasury has to raise interest rates on the bond yields so that it can make it attractive enough for investors to purchase the bonds based on the amount of uncertainty and risk involved, given the fact that we have a government that can't make a goddamn budget. Given the fact that we've got an anti-American Democratic Party who would rather see this damn country fall to pieces than actually govern and be a representative of their constituency. And that's what I'm telling you folks out there. Every time you elect a Democrat, they're not representing you. They're not representing your community. They're not representing you as a constituency. Once you elect these people think that they're ordained dictators, and they can pass whatever laws they see fit. They can vote on whatever they think is right, even though it goes against the representation of the community that they're supposed to represent. That is not right, folks. And that's what we have to change. And you all have to realize that every time you vote for a Democrat, they're not going to vote the will of your constituency. They're going to vote the will of what they want. That's what they're going to do. They believe that you ordain them as many dictators to basically create any law that comes out of their ass. Excuse my French, but that's where we get all these ridiculous laws and taxes. That's where we get all this bureaucracy. That's where we get all this regulation, for Christ's sake, man. And folks, I don't mean to get off keister here, but because the Treasury has to raise interest rates on the bond yields to attract investors to purchase bonds, which is our U.S. debt, then that is going to kill the dollar's value. And moreover, the investors in the equities market are not going to be as bullish on this economy, given the fact that we don't have people purchasing United States debt. And the reason we don't have people purchasing United States debt, folks, is because the goddamn government shut down. And it shut down for a stupid goddamn reason. And all they did in this last government shutdown was kick the can down the road to February 8th, which is not too long from now. And we're going to do this whole charade over again. And I'm telling you, if we shut down again, I mean, we're going to continue to see negativity in not only the equities markets, the dollar, in everything, folks, in everything. And that's why we need to come up with a budget, and we need to come up with one quick. And these assholes in the Democratic Party, I hope that each and every one of you are remembering this. Because a lot of you people that voted for these people that are in power today, they're doing everything in their power to destroy this country. And if you don't believe me, their actions speak louder than words. If you don't believe me, all you got to do is look back at that goddamn State of the Union speech, and it'll show you where their loyalties lie. And it sure as hell ain't with the American people. It sure as hell ain't for this country. These people hate this country. Go look at the State of the Union again. These Democrats hate this country. They hate you. They shut down this government for people that came into this country illegally, for Christ's sake. What sense does that make? What sense does that make? I mean, good God. And that's why we're seeing negativity, folks, in the stock market, because, I mean, the stock investors, they look at all the markets, especially the bond market. And when we don't have people purchasing our debt, then we're in some serious trouble. I mean, you know, let's be honest. This was a more drastic situation. But y'all remember Greece back in 2012, 2011, when these idiots started rioting in the streets, and they were pissed off because their little socialist experiment couldn't sustain itself anymore, and the government was demanding that the people go through austerity measures in order to save the fiscal the fiscal aspect of the government. And these people were like, no, I am Greek. I deserve to retire at 39 years old, and I deserve to be taken care of all the time. I am Greek. I deserve the socialism. I'm going to burn banks. I'm going to riot. Y'all remember that, right? Well, folks, the reason was, and the reason they were, the government was demanding austerity, was because the bondholders refused to continue to purchase their goddamn socialist debt because it was ridiculous and it was unsustainable. And no matter how high they raised their bond yields, not enough people would go and purchase the Greek debt. So investors basically told the government, look, we're not going to continue to support this goddamn socialist garbage. We don't think we're ever going to get our money back. We don't think we're ever going to get our bond yields here. You better do something or no one's going to purchase your goddamn debt, and you're going to be, with all due respect, shit out of luck. So the government was forced to go through austerity measures in order to secure enough investors to sustain themselves. That's where they call the Greek bailout, the quote-unquote Greek bailout. I mean, what it was that, investors cornered the goddamn government and said, look, we're not going to continue doing this. We'll promise to invest all this in your bond market, all these billions right now, but you've got to completely rearrange your whole socialist system. And that's what they did. That's what they did, folks. And, of course, that was an extreme situation, but that's kind of, in a very slight manner, what's going on here in this country. And right now, investors are not buying U.S. debt, so the Treasury has to raise those bond yields, interest rates. And as a result, it's spooking everybody. And when you have to raise interest rates to lure investors, to purchase your debt, you're in some serious trouble. And you know who else is going through this, who's having the same problem as well? Germany. Germany is having the exact same problem. Now, why is Germany having the same problem as the United States? Well, folks, Germany, they don't even have a government. I mean, they're still trying to concoct a government, for Christ's sake. And look, I don't want to explain to you how, the whole party parliamentary system works, but it's really a bunch of crap. And the reason that there has been no government is because all these elected parliamentarians have to come to an agreement that they're going to, oblige this system of government that's going to put some person as the prime minister, and you've got goddamn Angela Merkel trying to weasel herself back into the prime ministership, and there hasn't been a goddamn working government in Germany for the past couple of months. As a matter of fact, I think it's going on 3 months, for Christ's sake. All right, now look, let me go ahead and gab you what I'm talking about out here so you guys can understand. I know I'm throwing a lot of complicated information at people out here, but you have to know why things are going down. You have to know why things are contracting so that anybody who asks you, you can look like you're a smart son of a bitch and you know what you're talking about. Anyway, take a look at my gab. Take a look at my gab right now. Now, Germany right now is having a great economy. They're in a surplus. I mean, they're kicking ass. I mean, they literally have no debt. But you know something? Because they can't form a government, nobody wants to buy their bonds. Okay? Nobody wants to buy the German, what they call it, Bund, I think is what they call it. Nobody wants to buy this crap. Why? Because they don't have a working government. Who wants to buy debt with a government that doesn't even exist, for Christ's sake? And because it's extended into like a business quarter, when they wanted to sell another auction round of bonds, there wasn't that many people there, so Germany themselves had to raise their interest yields on their bonds, and as a result, look at their stock market. And the article that I just posted is titled, and it's on MarketWatch, it's titled, DAX Drops Below 13,000 After Deutsche Bank Logs Hefty Losses. And it's not just Deutsche Bank. What's driving the market down, folks, is the fact that these goddamn, they don't have a government, and they talk about it in this damn article, that the government bonds are rising to hell, and even though Germany is having great GDP growth, even though Germany is producing all kinds of products, I mean, they've got surpluses and all that other crap, nobody is buying their stock market because they don't have anybody buying their bonds. And when they rise, when these bond yields rise, folks, then the economy doesn't. The economy reacts accordingly. So what's happening in Germany is happening here, and that's why we, as the people, we need to force these assholes in Washington, D.C. to start governing, for Christ's sake, and start representing us, the people. Because if we don't, they're going to put us in a very precarious situation. I mean, these Democrats, if they shut down this government again, could legitimately ruin everything that we've built up to this point. The Make America Great Again economic policy, everything we've done because of this goddamn shutdown. And look, the proof that it's affecting our goddamn economy is the lack of investors who want to buy our debt. So I hope that you understand why we're seeing contraction in the goddamn market, even though we're seeing nothing but good economic news. I mean, we saw great unemployment numbers on Friday. I mean, earlier in the week, we saw 5.4% GDP growth. I told you we would hit 5.4%. I mean, we've got investment coming in the billions. We've got manufacturing rising again in the United States. The United States is now an energy exporter. I mean, we got bonuses being delved out. I mean, there's all kinds of positivity in the economic front. But the reason it's not reflected in the stock market at this point in time, you can thank these scumbags in Washington who shut down this government for a freaking bunch of immigrants. That's who you can thank for this, all right? That's who you can thank for this market contraction of the stock market. These scumbags in Washington, and that's why you need to get on every communication form necessary to make sure that they hear your voice and that they need to do their goddamn job and stop acting like a political class and stop acting like they know everything, for Christ's sake, and represent the people. This government is meant for the people. You should be representing the people, you swamp ass. God. We can't afford another government shutdown, folks. I'm sorry. We cannot afford another government shutdown. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get to the Dow Jones Industrial. It was down 666 points. Yeah, that's how bad it was, for Christ's sake. I mean, if that's not an ominous warning about who in the hell is ruining the prosperity of this country, it's the goddamn anti-American piece of trash Democrats. I'm telling you, if you see a Democrat, you should just spit in their face. I'm not even joking. There's no need to even be nice or cordial to these anti-American pieces of leftist trash. How dare you people are in this country and take advantage of all of our freedoms, hide behind our Bill of Rights, and take advantage of our luxuries, and you sit here and you degrade every goddamn aspect of our country. How dare you pieces of crap? How dare you? That's why I'm saying these pieces of crap, they need to be, look, just get the hell out of the country. Or if not, in my opinion, we just need to treat them as uncomfortably as possible, because they don't deserve to be treated with any kind of respect if they don't respect our land, if they don't respect our people. Son of a bitch, anti-American Democrat pieces of trash. Anyway, current, the Dow right now is at 25,520.96 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. We've got the S&P also down, folks, 59.85 points, a percentage decrease of 2.12% decrease, closing out the S&P at 2,762.13 points for the S&P 500. We've got the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is also down 144.92 points, a percentage decrease of 1.96%. Closing out the NASDAQ at 7,240.95 points for the NASDAQ composite. Once again, all that negativity you can thank the Democrats for, folks. And I just explained to you in explicit detail why that is. And if you take a look at the futures right now, they're not looking good for Monday morning, boy. And why? Because none of these investors out here in the bond market want to purchase United States debt without it raising its bond yields, and that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Anyway, let's continue going here. Let's get to some commodities, for Christ's sake, all right? Let's get to some commodities. Now, the reason we're seeing everything in red, folks, is because when we have to raise our bond yields for debt, let me just explain to you what that means. Aside from a lack of investors wanting to purchase our debt, we have to pay these bastards back. And you know, all the taxes that we collect as a United States government from all the working people in this United States of America, you know that it only pays for the interest to our debt, that we're not even paying on the principal, for Christ's sake. And the only reason that all of our tax money can afford to pay on the goddamn interest is because we've been blessed that investors buy our debt at low interest, you stupid asses. We've been blessed that foreign and domestic and all kinds of investors are purchasing our debt at low interest rates. Now that those interest rates are going higher, I mean, are we going to collect enough taxes in 2018 so that we can suffice the amount of money it takes to pay off the interest of the debt, considering that now we are giving or selling bonds at a higher bond yield? I mean, this is serious business, man. I mean, you got to think about this crap. That's why everything is down. Because, I mean, are we going to have enough taxes generated to be able to make the payment on the interest to our debt? That's a very serious question. And why do you think Donald Trump is trying to cut? Why do you think he's trying to cut bureaucracy? He's trying to cut government spending because he has to. He has to do it. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And guess who is in his way? Not just these anti-American Democrats who hate this country and hate the people, but also these political elites in the Republican Party. They're trying to stop them. And it's more than obvious. And that's why we as the American people, we became politically awake on 2016 when Donald Trump ran for president and he got elected as president. We cannot shy away from that political awareness any longer. We cannot. We got to stay involved all the time. And I've said this for the past 10 years that I've done this broadcast. This is a government made for the people and by the people. But if the people fall asleep at the wheel, then what we have seen for the past 40 years prior to Donald Trump being president is a direct consequence of the people falling asleep at the wheel. $20 trillion in debt. meaningless wars, etc., etc. And that's why, folks, if you're politically aware, don't take it lightly. Don't take your political responsibility lightly, folks, because this is serious. This is our way of life, and we have to preserve it. Remember, freedom is not given, it's taken. And right now, in this time, with this president, the people have taken back an element of their freedom. And thank God I'm alive to see this. I can tell you that right damn now. I thank God every day that I'm alive to see Donald Trump literally take everything that I've advocated for the past 10 years. Look back in that archive if you don't believe me. For the past 10 years, I've been advocating everything that this man is passing into law. And it's unbelievable. It is an unbelievable sight to see, folks. Anyway, let's get to energy on this Saturday night special, folks. Not even energy is seeing positivity. Why? I just told you why. Nobody's buying our goddamn bonds. Let's get to energy. WTI sweet crude, all right, it's down 35 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.53%, closing out WTI at $65.45 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. And what I've been telling you, as these damn oil prices keep creeping up, I kept telling you, eyeball those gas prices, baby. Eyeball those gas prices. And you can thank Mr. Yes We Can for the lack of refineries that we need out here to suffice the demand of gasoline that we need in this country. This asshole put so much regulation on building refineries, it would take 10 years just to get through the damn bureaucratic paperwork. He's a piece of trash. And I'm glad he's not president. And let me tell you, Barack Obama should go down in history as the most anti-American president in American history. He was a Manchurian candidate for the internationalist who basically paid every one of these assholes in Washington, D.C. to allow them to open raid our American tax system. And for those of you that don't believe me, well, then you've had your eyes closed too goddamn long. Let's get to Brent crude, folks. It is down $1.07, a percentage decrease of 1.54%, closing out Brent crude at $68.58 per barrel of Brent crude. Gasoline is also down 1.26%. Natural gas is also down 0.35%. Heating oil is also down 1.77%. Let's get to metals, baby. The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! Not even metals is seeing anything. You see, anything U.S. dollar is going down. Anything U.S. dollar is going down. You notice this? Why? Because of what I just said to you guys about 5 minutes ago. Nobody's buying our debt. Nobody's buying our bonds. We got to raise the bond yields, making everybody feel a little bit iffy if we could even make the payments on the interest every year with all the taxes we collect, folks. That's all we pay every year when we collect all these taxes. We're just paying the interest on the $20 trillion in debt. That's it. And how are we ever going to get rid of that debt if that's how we're conducting ourselves fiscally? Anyway, we got gold. It's down today, $10.60, a percentage decrease of 0.79%, closing out gold at $1,337.30 per troy ounce of gold. Silver is also down 45 cents, a percentage decrease of 2.60%. Jesus Christ. Silver's current price, $16.71 per troy ounce of silver. Copper is also down 0.67%, and platinum is down 1.64%. Let's get to agriculture. Grains, corn is down 0.07%. Wheat is down 0.94%. Oats is unchanged on the day. Rough rice is up, miraculously, 0.44%. For rough rice, must be a scarcity in rice according to the market. We've got soybean down 0.63%. Soybean oil down 1.19%, and canola down 0.18%. let's get to the soft, shall we? Cocoa, which is the base of chocolate, even though everything's going down, this keeps going up and up and up and up. Why? Because of Valentine's Day. Happens every year, folks. Take a look at that cocoa. Right now, it is up while everything is down. 2.08% increase on the day for cocoa. Let's get to coffee.
Hey, dude, just don't talk to me. Don't talk to me unless I have my coffee, dude. You understand? I don't act very well if I have my coffee.
Shut up, you stupid fruit. Hate those people. Anyway, coffee is down 0.82%. Sugar is up. Believe it or not, sugar is up 1.94%. That's probably in correlation with the cocoa rise for Valentine's Day. We've got orange juice down 1.34%. Cotton is down 1.34%. Lumber is up. Lumber is up 1.81%. Rubber is down. Looks like nobody's going to be using rubbers this Valentine's. It is down 0.36%. And ethanol is up 0.63%. Let's go ahead and get to livestock, shall we? We got live cattle. It is up 0.16%. Cattle feeder is up 0.92%, and lean hogs, it is up too, folks. 1% up for lean hog futures, folks. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass, all right? Now, look, I'm sorry I took a little bit too much time on the markets, but there's a lot of things to explain. And I got a lot of people that listen to this broadcast specifically for the markets. So I hope that this, kind of gives you an idea on why the hell we're in the current position that we're in. But once again, what we need to do is just act like mature adults and start demanding from these goddamn assholes in Washington, D.C. that are supposed to be representing us, demand that they do their goddamn job. Now, with that being said, folks, let's just go ahead. It's a Saturday night special of True Capitalist Radio broadcast. All right? Now, if you want a Gab shout-out right now on the broadcast, all right, on this Saturday night special, all you've got to do is like the post on my Gab that states, Saturday night special, True Capitalist Radio is now live. Listen in. If you like that particular post right there, I will give you a Gab shout-out live right here on the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. Once again, the post to like, Saturday night special, True Capitalist Radio is now live. Listen in. If you like that one, I will give you a Gab shout-out live right here on the broadcast, right here and now. Do we got any Gab shout-outs there, engineer? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to some Gab shout-outs right now. All right, who do we got here? I'm not saying that stupid. You guys are already getting sick, for Christ's sake, man. Jesus Christ. Who we got here? We got Supa in the place. What's going on? We've got Sony Grows. Stupid. Asshole! Son of a bitch, stop making me say that racist crap! I didn't mean to say it, man! They keep playing with words, they keep using word trickery, for Christ's sake! I didn't mean to say it! God, man! The hell's your problem? Look, you're lucky I'm even here for a goddamn Saturday night, man. I didn't even really want to do this broadcast. I wasn't even feeling it, for Christ's sake, man. It's Saturday night. I could be doing anything else right now instead of taking this kind of garbage from you people, man. Give me the mic. Look, man, the only reason that I do this goddamn Gab shout-outs is to try to make this freaking show a little interactive, you stupid sorry sacks of crap. That's it. All right, that's all. If this is the kind of thanks I get, for Christ's sake, shove it up your ass, all of you. I'm I'm here on a Saturday, for Christ's sake. Saturday night on top of that, you dumb sorry sacks of garbage. Jesus Christ, man. Who else do we have here? We got Jenda Sawyer, whoever that brony is, for Christ's sake. We've got Would You, Could You with the Jew? Would you, could you with the Jew? What the hell is that supposed to be? Are you asking if I would have some kind of philanderous relations with a Jew? I'm not answering that freaking sick question. Just shut up, all right? I know where you're all getting at. Just sit there and shut up, all right? Just shut your stupid, stinking, smelling holes, for Christ's sake, man. You fart-fragrant experts, just shut up. Jesus Christ. Lemon Sister went down sour. Oh, my God. I can't believe. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's horrible. Look, I don't like Don Lemon, okay? I don't like that fruitball little mulatto. All right? I don't like him. But good God, that's too soon. His sister drowned, for Christ's sake. His sister drowned. I mean, God. Oh, my, that's horrible, man. Even if it is Don Fruitbowl Mulatto Lemon, man, who cares? I mean, that's just horrible. Lemon's sister went down sour? That's freaking horrible. Give me the mic. Man, that's just too soon, man. All right, look, I don't like that Don Lemon piece of garbage, but good God, bro, that's just horrible, man. That's horrible. Oh, my God. You guys are coming out, huh? We had that weird lunar super blood freaking blue moon eclipse or whatever. Huh? Is this a consequence of that? Huh? Sure as hell looks like it. I can tell you that right goddamn now. Broad with a meat rod. Oh, here we go with these sick freaking... freaking broad with a meat rod. Sluts with nuts, slag with a meat bag, chicks with a... I mean, enough of that crap, too, all right? Enough of that. Enough of getting creative with that. Oh, my God. Freaking broad with a meat rod. Give me the mic. Jesus Christ. I mean, come on, man. I'm telling you, the depravity of you assholes and some of these freaking names that you concoct out of your sick heads, I just can't believe sometimes, man. I just can't believe sometimes, for Christ's sake. Ghost Poshole chat room. Look, shut up, first of all, about being a poshole. And secondly, look, I knew that I said I was going to, try to, get some chat room and you guys could pay through the freaking crypto line. Look. I'm going to tell you this right now. No, I'm doubling down on the crypto line, all right? All right, and look, it's not going to be a crypto. It's going to be my hotline, all right? It's going to be my hotline, all right? I'll figure out a way, later. I got to find mods, I got to do a whole bunch of stuff so that I can get a True Capitalist Radio chat room. And you know what we'll do? Instead of paying through the... Look, the phone, as a matter of fact, my phone line will be back up and running here in once the broadcast is over. Once the broadcast is over, I'm gonna redo a message, and we're gonna be back online with the phone line. And instead of $3.99 a minute, since everybody's talking about that's a lot of money, guys. I'm gonna bring it down to $1.99 a minute. How you like that? Huh? How you like that? And I think that's cheap. I think I'm worth more than $1.99 a minute, assholes. I think I'm worth more than that. But I'll tell you what, all right? Ghost Hotline up and running, all right? And, of course, I'm going to turn them off during the show. I got to do the freaking show, for Christ's sake. $1.99 a minute, all right? Now, you can call me right now. The phone line's off. I can turn the phone line off anytime I want, all right? But I'm telling you this right now, $1.99, baby. $1.99 right now, okay? And then we'll figure out another way how to get people in the chat room. Maybe you people could pay with crypto. You know what I mean? Maybe you people could pay with cryptocurrency or something. I don't know, but I got to figure all that out. I was just kind of talking, what was it, on Thursday, for Christ's sake, all right? So I got to figure all this crap out. For Christ's sake, all right? So let me get back to some goddamn Gab shout-outs, for Christ's sake. Just give me some time. Just give me some time. All right, who do we got here? We've got Soggy Taters in the place, Billy the Belt Boy, Mars with Long Bars. Does that even go? I know where you're trying to go with that, but Mommies with Salamis. Okay, that's it. Good God. Good God, can you shove this stupid garbage into this tranny or whatever you're trying to make reference? I mean, shut up with that garbage already, man. Just shut up. Oh, my God. Mommies with salamis. That's just great. That's fresh, you idiot. Give me the freaking I mean, you all see what I got to put up with on a consistent basis just so I can make the goddamn show interactive. And by the way, people are asking me on Gab, look, yes, the chat room, once it's up and running and, people are paying through crypto or something, I will pay full attention to the chat room during the broadcasts, all right? And by the way, no one will be banned unless you're posting something that's illegal. Not only will you be banned, but we're going to report you to the authorities because you're a sick, disgusted pervert. And secondly, unless you're not causing some kind of doxing drama, all right, everything is open game, all right? Everything is open game on there. So, and if you do piss somebody off, you're just going to be muted for a minute. You're going to be muted. You're going to have your goddamn chat privileges taken away from you. You can still look at the broadcast, but we will still, no one will be banned, okay? This is going to be a real shit show, I'll tell you that right now. That's why I want to try to make a paywall so that, we can kind of weed out some of these tards that'll bring in like 80 names and, do all kinds of spamming and all that other crap. Anyway, let's stop talking about that. We're not doing this Jesus Christ. We're not doing that now anyway, all right? Who do we have here? We got $1.99 for 2 number 9s. Oh, shut up with that crap. That big smoke crap. Yeah, that's real funny, for Christ's sake, man. What are we at, 2016 again? 1.99 for 2 number 9s. Shut up. Just shut up. Give me the freaking mic. Damn it. Good God, man. I this is what I have to put up with just to make the goddamn show a little goddamn interactive, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? Good God. Who else do we have here? We got Asperger's next step in human evolution. No, it's not. Don't you dare. No, it's not. Not a bunch of spurg-aspy tards. We don't need autist tards out here. All right? Don't get me started on those people. All right? Don't get me started. God damn it. Don't get me started on those freaking bud pullers. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. We got First Lady Poop Tickler. What the hell kind of name is that, for Christ's sake? First Lady Poop Tickler? First Lady Poop Tickler, you stupid piece of crap. Who else do we have here? We got Fly on the Wall Trading. What's going on to Sparked? What's going on to Fish? What's going on to Cush in the house? Lemon Water. Lemon Water? Shut up with that! Shut up with that crap! Look, assholes. I don't like Don Lemon either, all right? But we shouldn't be celebrating this stupid gay mulatto sister dying. We should not be celebrating that, man. We should not be celebrating that. Jesus Jesus Christ, give me the freaking the goddamn mic, for Christ's sake, man. Good God. Look, man, this is look, I don't like Don Lemon either, but come on, man. He just lost his sister to a drowning accident or something, man. Good God. All right, I'm taking a couple of more of these, and we're moving on, for Christ's sake, all right? We got Bobby the Burrito Boy. We've got College Debt Whore. Oh, that's fresh. Nutty Stool Sample. Oh, jeez, you shit. All right. You know what? That's enough, you sick, twisted, perverted bastards. I think that's enough goddamn damn shout-outs for one Saturday night special, all right? That's enough. That is enough. That's enough. I don't want to take any more gab shout-outs, all right? I think that's good enough for you pieces of garbage, all right? That's enough. Jesus Christ, man. Give me the mic. You know something, man? You guys are pissing me the hell off, man. You know that? You guys are pissing me the hell off, for Christ's sake, man. I'm telling you. Guys are going to... You know what? It's Saturday night, man, and you people are pissing me off. All right, I'm in a pissed off mood. I didn't even want to do this show. I'm going to be completely honest. It's Saturday night, for Christ's sake. It's Saturday night. I didn't even want to do this broadcast. That's it. You know what? I'm drinking, for Christ's sake. And you know something? All of you troll terrorists and cyber vermin assholes, it's you bastards that are driving me to drink. It's you bastards. I can't even do a show without goddamn having a few drinks so I can take the goddamn edge off, man. Because I'm going to be honest with you goddamn troll terrorist bastards, man. I know that you're a bunch of soy boy weaklings, all right? I know that you're nothing, that I can squeeze your goddamn ass in my hand, for Christ's sake, man. I know that you're nothing. I know that you're weak. I would take your fucking heart and I would rip it and squeeze it right in my goddamn hand, for Christ's sake. I would literally take your face and... I wish this was your goddamn face! Your goddamn face! I'm pissed off! I can't take it! God damn it! You goddamn soy boy bastards! You dumb sons of bitches! I would freaking squeeze your goddamn heart in my hand. And there'd be nothing your goddamn soy boy ass would do about it. Do you understand that, boy? I would stop a mud hole in your ass, kick it dry, and then take a dirty diarrhea shit in it, and all you can do is look back at me with a brown smile about it. All you can do is look back at me with a brown smile about it. This is supposed to be a Saturday night, man. This is supposed to be a Saturday night. Shut up, all of you on Gap, shut up. Shut up, all of you on Gap, just shut up. Just shut up. Give me the mic. All of you on Gab, just shut your stupid faces, man. You understand that, you pause-hole sniffing, elongated foreskin having, anal cheese loving pieces of chicken eating cornboy crap? Do you understand me? It's my freaking Saturday night, for Christ's sake, man. This is my freaking Saturday night. This is why I'm drinking, man. This is why I'm drinking, because of you sorry sacks of crap out there in internet land out there, man. Let me get some freaking beer, for Christ's sake. More beer, for Christ's sake. Freaking more beer, for Christ's sake, man. You understand what I'm talking about, boy? Huh? It's your fault. It's all you sons of bitches' fault, for Christ's sake. God damn it. It's all your goddamn fault. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry, man. I know I should not be drinking. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I should not be drinking, but God damn it. I mean, these freaking trolls, man. I just wish I could freaking 5 minutes alone with them, man. 5 minutes alone each and every time I beat their goddamn... I'm not joking, man. I'm not joking. Let me calm down. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I let these assholes get to me all the time. Give me the goddamn... All the goddamn time, man. All the time. All right, I'm going to calm down. I'm sorry, folks. I know I'm going off key. Let me get a goddamn drink of some of this freaking beer, for Christ's sake. I'm sorry. I got to do it, man. I got to do it. Jesus Christ. I can barely catch my damn breath. Oh, God. Let me take a drink of beer, for Christ's sake, and let me calm my nerves, man. The goddamn troll terrorists on a Saturday night, for Christ's sake. On a Saturday night! Saturday night! Man, I can only imagine if I open up like a freaking chat room or some crap. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. All right. Let me calm down, folks. I'm sorry, man. I should be talking about a bunch of stuff here. But instead, I've got these trolls on Saturday night once again screwing with me. And I've just got to stop. I've got to just calm my ass down and stop, all right? We're supposed to be talking about at this freaking point in time, for Christ's sake. We should be talking about this memo, all right? This infamous memo that the goddamn mainstream media is trying to downplay, that the FBI and the DOJ are trying to downplay, which shows their complicity and their high crimes and misdemeanors, folks. I think people need to realize what has happened here, what has been shown in this memo, is that the FBI and the DOJ were politicized, were weaponized in favor of the Democrats, in favor of Hillary Rotten Clinton. And it's not just this ridiculous Mueller special counsel. It goes back to her email investigation. It goes back when Hillary Clinton was housing a goddamn email server in a bathroom and holding classified information on that server. It goes back to that. And how does Hillary Clinton get scot-free off of something of so blatant as to house classified information on an unsecured server that's off of the networking systems of the State Department? Folks, Peter Strzok, Comey, all the characters that we are now being exposed to in this memo were the ones that were investigating Hillary Clinton during that email scandal. That's why she didn't get busted. That's why she didn't get busted, folks. And lest we forget, what it says in this memo is that the Deputy Attorney General, remember, Jeff Sessions, this backstabbing piece of political elitist, political establishment trash, who has done absolutely nothing. All right, Jeff Sessions as the Attorney General has done absolutely nothing, which shows that he was nothing more than a political establishment hack, and it's a damn shame. It's a goddamn shame. But Jeff Sessions, lest we forget, he recused himself from the Russia-Trump investigation, and he gave the authority to his Deputy Attorney General, which was Rosenstein. In the memo, folks, it says that Rosenstein was the man that utilized the Russian dossier, this falsified document that was comprised by Russians. And, folks, this was testified to by the founder of Fusion GPS, that asshole Simpson. He said that Russians did comprise a good portion of the information in that dossier. That dossier was used to obtain a FISA warrant to wiretap Donald Trump and his surrogates, folks. And it even says in that document that the goddamn dossier was not fully vetted. And yet this dossier was used as a means of proof to validate a wiretapping in the FISA court system. And, folks, it was Rosenstein that did it. And lest we forget, folks, that it was Rosenstein that appointed Robert Mueller for this special counsel. So if Rosenstein utilized this fake document, and we know it's fake, folks. We know it's been comprised out of political malice, with political intent. This is not an evidence-based law enforcement document, but it was used as such. It was used as a document of evidence to justify the wiretapping of Donald Trump and his surrogates. Lest we forget, who held Rosenstein's position prior to Rosenstein? Bruce Orr. Bruce Orr had to be demoted from Deputy Attorney General because his wife, Nellie Orr, worked for Fusion GPS. Do you understand that? Let me run that by you one more again, okay? The former Deputy Attorney General, Bruce Orr, his wife, Nellie Orr, she worked for Fusion GPS. And that's why Bruce Orr got demoted, and that's why Rosenstein is now the Deputy Attorney General. And when Jeff Sessions, the Attorney General, recused himself from this Russia-Trump investigation, he gave the authority to Rosenstein, and Rosenstein appointed Robert Mueller. And when Robert Mueller was appointed as special counsel, who did Robert Mueller gather around as a team within his special counsel? Who did he gather around and recruit as his team? None other than the characters that are mentioned in this goddamn memo. Lisa Page, Peter Strzok, these people. Do you understand? The FBI, the Department of Justice, and folks, the memo also includes that elements of the media were also complicit in trying to propagate this whole dossier nonsense. Take a look at that memo. Who did Chris Steele? Christopher Steele was the representative of Fusion GPS, and he was the one that delivered the dossier and helped comprise most of the information in that dossier for the Democrats. Okay? Now, Christopher Steele, once again, the guy who comprised most of this information in this dossier, was a former MS-6 agent. He was British intelligence. Now, what did Christopher Steele do in British intelligence? He was all about Russia. He was stationed in Russia. He knows everything about Russia, folks. That's how come this whole Russian dossier was comprised. They utilized the connections that Christopher Steele had in Russia to comprise this thing. And as we know, folks, if you read the dossier, most of it is completely false. I mean, that whole ridiculous water sports story, or the PP story, or whatever you want to call it, that literally came from a fan fiction that was on 4chan. So, folks, they utilized this false document that was actually comprised with Christopher Steele and his Russian counterparts, his Russian connections. So, folks, the very instant that Hillary Clinton paid for that Russian dossier, she is colluding with the Russian government. And she's admitted that she paid for it. And lest we forget, folks, that at the time in 2016, the Democratic Party was Hillary Clinton. I mean, lest we forget, remember Donna Brazil? You know, she was the appointed interim Democratic Party chairwoman. Well, remember when she released that book, basically chastising the Democratic Party and chastising Hillary Clinton and dedicating that book to Seth Rich, conveniently enough? Donna Brazil, you know, the black woman, the interim chair. Even she said in an interview with George Stephanopoulos, and you can look this up, she even said that she wasn't in charge of the money of the Democratic Party that the Democrats were raising. She wasn't fully in charge of that purse. She said that that was in charge by the people in New York. And who is Donna Brazil talking about, the people in New York? Hillary Clinton! Hillary Clinton! Look it up! Donna Brazil, just look up Donna Brazil, George Stephanopoulos interview. Listen to that interview, and that's what she said. She did not have any control of the Democratic financial resources. It was all being controlled by New York. And what was New York? Hillary Clinton's campaign. So in essence, folks, if Hillary Clinton is paying for the Russian dossier, then the Democratic Party is paying for the Russian dossier. And if that's the case, then they are in collusion with Russia. Because how and what comprised the Russian dossier? It was Christopher Steele's connections in Russia, his contacts in Russia, that helped comprise this. And lest we forget, let's go back to Christopher Steele. He was ex-MI6, British intelligence, who his expertise was Russia. He was stationed in Russia for a long period of time. That's how come Fusion GPS utilized this guy to comprise this document. Now, with that being said, I know that's a lot to take in there, folks, but there's a lot more than that. That's why you've got the media and the DOJ and the FBI trying to downplay this memo, folks, because it implicates them in treason. It implicates them in treason. Now, back to Christopher Steele, the guy who comprised this Fusion GPS Russian dossier. This guy, Christopher Steele, was also a paid informant by the FBI. A paid informant by the FBI. So, in essence, the FBI could have indirectly helped pay for that Russian dossier through this mechanism of funneling money as a FBI informant, which is something that has not been truly articulated in this memo. But we do know that Christopher Steele was an FBI informant. An FBI informant gets paid. Do you understand? FBI informants get paid. Now, with that being said, you all know how the document was created, and now we have the FBI, Rosenstein, and all these people at the DOJ utilizing this document, which, folks, we know it's fake. We know it was contrived for the purpose of political assassination. All right? I mean, just the connection of Bruce Orr, the former Deputy Attorney General, and his wife working for Fusion GPS couldn't get any more ridiculously corrupt than that. And not to mention, this asshole, Bruce Orr, didn't even get fired. He got demoted. And that's why Rosenstein now is the Deputy Attorney General of the DOJ. That's why Jeff Sessions recused himself and gave the authority to Rosenstein. Rosenstein appointed Robert Mueller, and Robert Mueller gathered the characters that we see in this memo. And let me tell you, Robert Mueller, I'm sick and tired of hearing these bureaucrats on both sides of the aisle, on the Democrats and the Republican side. I'm sick of these guys claiming that Robert Mueller is this stand-up guy and that he's so honest and that we need to allow Robert Mueller to continue his investigation. Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? I think that Robert Mueller should be prosecuted just as much as every one of these other characters out here that have been implicated in this memo and that have been indirectly correlated or connected with Fusion GPS. All these people need to go to prison. And the reason that this memo is being put out by the president, being put out by Nunes from the House Intelligence Committee, because enough people have to demand justice for justice to be validated, to be done. Justice to be done. We need enough people to scream, because lest we forget, folks, these are the highest positions in the law of the land. We're talking FBI, we're talking DOJ, top brass. These people are too big to jail. That's why they thought they can get away with this crap. That's why they're trying to downplay the memo, because they don't want enough American people realizing that these people committed treason. That these people committed treason, for Christ's sake, man. That's why you have all these people downplaying it. Did you hear James Comey's little tweet? That's it? That's what he said. That's the first thing he said. That's it? That's it. What are you trying to project, that you could be guilty, but you're trying to slap it in the faces? That's just one piece of information that has been leaked out. There is plenty more papers where that came from. And by God, each and everybody that's out there that's listening to me, that's on the Trump train, you need to perpetuate this information to everyone you know. We cannot allow this story to be buried, for Christ's sake, because what has happened, and I'll repeat it and I'll continue to repeat it, that the highest institutions of the law of the land were politically weaponized by the Democrats, and the Democrats that have been closely connected with this, and I'm talking about the highest of the previous administration. I'm talking Obama. I'm talking Lynch. I'm talking Eric Holder. I'm talking Susan Rice. I'm talking all these people. These people all need to go to jail, and we all in unison need to demand it. We all in unison need to demand it, because we cannot stand by and allow our institutions who are supposed to be enforcing law of the land, we can't allow them to believe that they're above the law. We cannot allow them to believe that they can politicize these institutions and become kingmakers. No, no, no. That's why this information is public, and that's why we need to help perpetuate this information to as many people as possible, and we need to recognize, and we need to have everybody else recognize, that the highest laws of the land, the Department of Justice and the Federal Bureau of Investigations, are corrupt. They're corrupt, and they have been politically weaponized, and the people at the highest echelons need to be arrested. They need to be arrested. That's why this information is being leaked out, folks. Enough of you out there need to demand justice. We need to demand justice, for Christ's sake. By God. Is anybody listening, for Christ's sake? This is pure corruption at the highest levels of law enforcement, you idiots. It doesn't matter what your political perspective is. This is treason. This is treason, you idiots. Wake up. Wake up. This is supposed to be a government for the people and by the people, you piece of crap. So you got to wake up and you got to start demanding. You got to start demanding justice from these goddamn criminal scoundrels. These people are not above the law. These people are not above the law. Do you understand me? We've got to force these people to understand that they're not above the law. I'm calling on you. Demand justice. Demand justice. These people are not too big to jail. Repeat after me. These bureaucrats are not too big to jail. Demand justice. Demand it. Demand it. Demand it, for Christ's sake. Your president needs you. Your president's counting on you. For Christ's sake, is there anybody out there listening, for Christ's sake? Our president needs us, for Christ's sake. He's surrounded by a bunch of globalist bureaucrats, He's surrounded by a bunch of criminals out there in Washington, D.C. That's all Washington, D.C. is. It's a criminal organization. Give me the mic. Do you understand that? Don't you understand that? That the goddamn Washington, D.C. is a criminal organization. And what have they done? They've allowed international institutionalists, international corporatists to pay them with campaign contributions so that they can raid our American tax system. Do you understand me? These bureaucrats in Washington, D.C. have been literally paid in donations and campaign contributions so that these internationalists can have an open season on our goddamn tax system. How do you think the UN was funded? How do you think NATO was funded? How do you think each and every one of these international institutions was funded? How do you think? It was from us, from our tax system. That's how all these international institutionalists were built. It was from our tax dollars, and thank God Donald Trump is president because he put the stop to that crap. He put a stop to that. But by God, those of us that are a part of the Trump train, those of us that are politically aware, we have to stand up. And we have to tell the world and tell whoever's listening, tell the government, tell everybody that we want justice for these people. These people are not too big to jail. Damn it. These people are not too big to jail. And let me tell you something, if they're going to go off scot-free, then I think that somebody needs to do a citizen's arrest or something. Something needs to happen. I mean, there is no way that these people can get away with these high crimes and misdemeanors just because they're at the highest upper echelon of law institutions. There's just no way we can allow that to happen. There's no way. Any one of us, we'd be in jail. Our lives would be ruined. I mean, we would be in squalor. And because these people are what? Upper echelon of the highest institutions of the land, and they can do the worst of crimes? They can sit here and lie to courts so that they can wiretap Americans? I mean, come on, wake up. Wake up. And not to mention the Democrats are behind all this crap. And that's why they, the media, the FBI, and the DOJ, that's why they're all working in concert to try to downplay this memo. But we can't allow them to do it, boy. We cannot allow them to do it, because if we allow them to downplay this memo and we allow them to usurp the minds of Mr. and Mrs. Joe Sixpack out there, they are not only going to continue this criminal organization, but they're going to get more and more totalitarian. I mean, we already saw at the State of the Union, folks, that the damn Democrats hate this country. Do you understand? That's why every policy that was put into law during Barack Obama's tenure did nothing for America but put us back more and more and more, further and further and further back, economically, socially, and politically. Do you understand? The Democrats don't like this country. They hate this country. Their whole policy making is about destroying this country. Why do you think they had open borders during Obama? The same reason why the European Union had an influx of Yehudis. They want to overpopulate other groups of people so that they can supersede the numbers of actual Americans, so they can change the whole political institutions of this country. That's why they had open borders. That's why they protect criminals. That's why they hate this country. They are totalitarian freaks, and they have no loyalty to anybody but the bureaucracy that gives them power, the bureaucracy that gives them the dictating power of other people's lives. That's it. That's it. That's why anybody who's on the left, anybody who is a Democrat at this point, based upon the actions that we saw of Democrats at the State of the Union, these people are anti-American trash. And anybody who's a Democrat, they should be spit on. They should be spit on. They should be given the worst disrespect possible. Let me tell you something. There should be no reason why, at this point, especially at this time in our American history, why you should befriend a goddamn Democrat. There should be no reason at this point in time in our American history why you should befriend a Democrat, given their actions. Given their actions, for Christ's sake. They shut the government down for a bunch of illegal aliens. They hate the American people. They shut the government down for illegal immigrants. Think about it. And then on top of that, what are they doing now? They showed at the State of the Union by their actions, because actions speak louder than words. Do you understand me? They showed that they don't want to see a prosperous America. I mean, we saw the Black Congressional Caucus stay seated when President Trump said that black unemployment was at its lowest in American history. They just stayed seated. And you know what that signifies? That they don't want to see a prosperous black man. As a matter of fact, if you take a look at every district of every one of the Congressional Black Caucus, take a look at their district, it's all impoverished. And you want to know why it's all impoverished? Because an impoverished district makes them a needy district. And that's why they continuously vote in these losers that are a part of the Black Caucus, which do nothing for anybody within their own community. That's why they don't want to see a prosperous black man. That's why they don't want to see black unemployment at the lowest in history. That's why they don't want to see more money in people's pockets, because more money in people's pockets means less money for these bureaucrats to concoct programs to control your life, to concoct regulations and bureaucracy to control your life. That is the basis of all Democrats. They just want to take other people's money, create bureaucracies so they can dictate the masses. And I don't know how many times that we have to elect Democrat governments and them continuously, incrementally throw totalitarianism and socialism on us before people start realizing that these Democrats hate this country. They hate this country. They hate you. They hate America. And that's why they would rather see this country destroyed than have anyone else control this country like American people control their own lives than they. They want to control everything. And if they can't control everything, they're going to destroy everything. That's why they shut down the government for illegal immigrants. And why do you think Donald Trump put their nuts on the table and said, oh, yeah, you care about the immigrants? I'll tell you what. I'll give 1.8 million DACA people a path to citizenship, more than doubling what you're asking for, but just give me my wall. Give me the banning of complete immigration lottery system and limit chain migration to spouses and children. That's it. That's it. And the Democrats don't want to do it. And you want to know why, folks? They don't care about immigrants. They don't care about anybody. All they care about is control, control, control. And if they can't control, they'd rather destroy everything. That's literally the leftist ideology. They have no solutions, right? Every time that you see a vocalist leftist, they have no solutions. It's all a bunch of agitation, abstract words, and a bunch of bullshit, with all due respect. That's all it is. Why? Because they have no solution. Their only solution is taking other people's money and spending it on somebody else. That's their solution. And what does that do? Create bureaucracy, create totalitarianism, create control. That's what all these leftists want. They're totalitarian freaks, and that's why you should never befriend these people. You should never befriend these stupid, dumb pieces of garbage. You should spit on leftists. You should spit on Democrats, because that's all the respect they deserve. Do you understand? They didn't give anybody any respect at that State of the Union speech. They barely gave our troops respect. These people need to be spit on. They're anti-American scum. And I'm telling you, if I ever saw a Democrat, I'm not even joking, I don't even care if I went to jail, I would spit in their goddamn face. I would spit in their freaking face and say, you dumb anti-American piece of crap, get out of my country or we're going to throw you in jail, you freaking dumb totalitarian freak. Sick of these Democrats, man. I'm sick of this anti-Americanism. You hate our country? Get out! Get the hell Christ. Anyway, folks, look, I didn't mean to get off that much on that subject matter, but by God, we cannot allow this damn subject to be brushed under the table, all right? We cannot allow this to happen whatsoever, and that's why I'm calling all you. It's time to start demanding justice, all right? It's time to start demanding justice out here. We can't allow these people that are a part of the damn DOJ and FBI to think that they're goddamn above the law. You understand? We can't do this. We can't do this, man. Anyway, I did want to talk a little bit about Me Too a little bit, but we don't really have too much time. All right, all I got to say is for all you broads out there that are now getting buyer's remorse or think that you can get yourself it's all attention whoring. That's all it is, man. And the bad part about it, this whole Me Too garbage, it overlooks women that are truly sexually assaulted, man. You know what I mean, you know, most of these Me Too women are a bunch of buyer's remorse pieces of trash who probably got played by some guy who they thought was some agent or thought was some producer or something, and they gave it up, and they're like, oh, my God, he really isn't. He fooled me. He tricked me. I got buyer's remorse. And then 5 or 10 years later, I'm going to come out, and I'm just going to pretend that he sexually abused me. And it's her word against yours. And now because we've got the media hyper-sensationalizing this whole Me Too garbage, now we've got everyone and their sister saying, me too, me too, me too. Look, I'm going to be completely honest with you, man. I mean, what propagated this whole Me Too crap was Hollywood. And I want to be honest with you, Hollywood, I have no compassion for any of these broads that are claiming that they were sexually abused or sexually harassed by Weinstein or any of these producers or directors. I mean, I want to be honest with you. I mean, you have the choice as an individual, you stupid skanks. You see, that's the thing about some of you women. You don't want to take responsibility for the decisions that you make. Instead, you want to make the decisions and then blame everybody else when they're the wrong decision. You understand? I mean, that's all it is. And that's exactly what most of this Me Too crap is, man. It's a bunch of dumb broads that made bad decisions, and they don't want to admit that they made bad decisions, so they're just going to continue to blame everybody else. They're going to blame everybody else except themselves, for Christ's sake, and it pisses me off. I'm tired of it. I'm sick, all right? I mean, I'm really sick of this crap. Oh, me too, me too. I mean, especially Rose McGowan. I'm sorry, I have to go off on this stupid, dumb, disgusting leather bag, for Christ's sake. I mean, literally, her face looks like you're stretching silly putty over your knee. I mean, it's disgusting. And this woman is supposed to be a spokeswoman for what? For women? For feminism, for Christ's sake? I remember Jawbreaker, you dumb broad. All right? I remember those stupid little movies there, Rose McGowan, when you thought that you were like some boss-ass sex pot. And it wasn't like this woman was trying to sell her sex appeal. She was trying to sell the fact that she was a bitch, and I'm sexy, bitch, and everybody wants my ass, bitch. That's what she was selling. She was selling like she was this bossy, in-charge slut bag, and that she could use her assets, her sexual skills to be able to get what she wants. I mean, that was the image she was portraying in Hollywood. And now that she's no longer an attractive woman, and age and gravity is basically encompassing her body, and she can no longer stretch her face out anymore to look younger, now what is she going to do? She's going to shave her head and pretend that she's some kind of a goddamn feminist, for Christ's sake? I mean, give me a break, man. I'm tired of these women. I'm tired of these dumb women out here that are trying to talk garbage that they're some big badass, when in actuality, I'm going to be honest with you, you women, I mean, I have yet to see, with the exception of Margaret Thatcher and Queen Elizabeth, I'm talking the real queen, I'm not this one now, this one now is ridiculous, but Queen Elizabeth, the original Queen Elizabeth, the one that made the decision that put England as an imperial force on the world. I mean, those are the only two women that I know that have done anything that have that has progressed society that I can think of off the top of my head. But every other woman leader has been a complete and utter disappointment, for Christ's sake. I mean, look at that broad that got impeached from Brazil, for Christ's sake. Look at that broad from Argentina that threw Argentina's economy down the tubes, for heaven's sake. Look at that one broad that was the former head of state for South Korea, but got thrown out of office because she was found to not necessarily be making her own decisions. No, she was getting her decision-making from some cult of the tuna fish or something. I'm not even joking, folks. I am not kidding. That's why they kicked that broad out, who was the last president of South Korea. She was getting her orders from some cult of the dragonfish. I'm not joking around. I'm not kidding. All right, and what's the latest one? Oh, the New Zealand Prime Minister. Oh, this is fresh, right? This stupid cunt, excuse my French, I'm sorry, this stupid broad out there in New Zealand, she goes out and decides she wants to be Prime Minister, and guess what? Even though she's Prime Minister, she decides that she's going to go ahead and do the horizontal mambo and allow, I guess, ejaculations to happen in her at will. And lo and behold, she's pregnant! We got a Prime Minister that's pregnant! I mean, give me a break! I mean, as a Prime Minister, you owe your obligation to your people, and this stupid dumb broad is not going to step down! This stupid, ungrateful, selfish cunt out there in New Zealand is not going to step down, even though she just got knocked up, for Christ's sake. So New Zealand is going to have a knocked-up prime minister who refuses to step down. I mean, well, do you really want some hormonal goddamn broad who's pregnant making decisions for a country, for Christ's sake? And then after she's had the kid, do you want a postpartum depression-filled broad making decisions for a country? And not to mention, how much goddamn leave is she going to have? Is she going to be able to go home early because she's pregnant? Is she going to be able to have 4 or 5 months leave to take care of her child? This is ridiculous! This is a head of state! This is a head of state of New Zealand, for Christ's sake, man! She just got elected, and she got knocked up. She just got elected, and she got knocked up. I mean, give me a stupid bitch. You stupid bitch. Damn it. It's ridiculous. You just get elected prime minister, and you're going to shit out a kid? Oh, you know what? I know, the fucking Prime Minister of New Zealand, I'm going to shit me out a kid now. It's the perfect time for me to shit out a kid, yes? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Stupid, dumb, freaking brush. Give me the mic! Give me the mic! Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I mean, give me a break. Woman just gets elected to become prime minister, decides to knock herself up and gives her a goddamn bun in the oven. She's going to be shitting out a kid in 9 months, and then what? Good God, what a joke. What a freaking joke. Anyway, I'm done with that. I'm done with it. All right? All you people that are out there, you can call me goddamn sexist all you want to. I don't really give a crap. You women that are out here, you want to be leaders, you want to become corporate moguls, and then at the same time, you want to get knocked up, for Christ's sake? You want to get knocked up? You know what a good idea is? I'm going to get knocked up now that I'm the Prime Minister, yes? I'm going to get knocked up now that I'm the Prime Minister, yeah? Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's enough. I'm done with that crap. Let's move on. I was going to talk a little bit about Syria, but I think I'm going to wait on that till Monday. Weird things are happening in Syria. We talked about Turkey doing the military operation in Afrin to drive out the Kurds. They insist that they're not occupying the land, that they're going to, quote, give the land to the people, whatever that means. At the same time, you've got Russia still fighting within the boundaries of Syria. One of their jet fighter jets got shot down here today. apparently by one of the, I guess, ISIS affiliates. I'm not really too sure who would be shooting down Russian air jets, but they responded with a air assault, an air bombing, as a result of this shooting down of the Russian plane. So this is a very weird situation that we're having here, because lest we forget, about a couple of months ago, we had Erdogan, Turkey's head of state, and Putin, Russia's head of state, get together at Sochi and sign an arms deal. I mean, these guys had been acting as if they were allies, and here they are semi-confronting themselves in the midst of this Syria proxy war. I guess that's what you could call it. It's a proxy war. Now, not to mention, folks, not only is Turkey doing military operations into Afrin, Syria, but they're also talking about potentially confronting the Greeks at the Greek border. I don't know if you've been hearing about this, but yeah, they're talking about confronting the Greeks at this specific region. And look, folks, I'm going to be honest with you. If that's the case, then I don't know what Erdogan is trying to do, because Erdogan, I don't think that's the most smartest move in the world. Now, we were just talking about how Greece in 2011, 2012 had to have that austerity measure, and they had to cut on all their social entitlements and all this other stuff. Well, anyway, when they got bailed out, a big chunk of that bailout came and was used to revitalize the Greek military. So they have up-to-date tanks, jets, military armaments. So even though the Greeks, per se, weren't necessarily the best economically about 10 years ago or almost 10 years ago, right now they basically spent all that damn bailout money on military. And I don't think Erdogan he's estimating the Greek force appropriately if he's going to confront the Greeks at their border. So this is going to be very interesting, to say the least, folks, all right? This is going to be very interesting because things are brewing, and I think Erdogan may have misstepped on this one, because now he's finding himself possibly confronting the Greeks at that border and possibly confronting Putin's forces while trying to supposedly go after terrorists within the region of Syria. So I don't know what the hell's happening here. I don't know who's befriending who. I don't know whose ally is who. I don't know if Russia and Erdogan are not still allies. I don't know what they're accomplishing out there in Syria. I know Turkey's Erdogan wants Bashar al-Assad out as the leader of Syria, but Putin basically protected Assad for the past 8-9 years from being overthrown by all these factions that have been fighting his army. I mean, there's a lot of blood and treasure that has been invested via Russia blood and treasure to help preserve Assad's authority. And here you've got a supposed ally of Russia, Erdogan's Turkey, talking about how Assad needs to go. This is very, very interesting, to say the least. I just wanted to let everybody know about that. We'll talk about that more intensely on Monday. But by God, it's already, Jesus Christ, I didn't realize we've already won through all this time. We only got 20 minutes left, for Christ's sake. Good God, time goes by on Saturday night specials, baby. You understand that? Here, give me my freaking drink, for Christ's sake. I haven't even drank my beer. For Christ's sake. You need to give me some time, engineer. All right, you need to give me some cue card. Give me some time or something. All right, boy? Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, let me go ahead and drink this here. Good stuff. Anyway, folks, now that we got that all out of the way on the Saturday night special, we got 20 minutes left. Let's go ahead and get to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about Radio Graffiti. That's right, folks. Radio Graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you've got to do is give me a call right now at 516-453-9797. And when I call on your area code, you've got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why we call this Radio Graffiti, folks, all right? And not to mention, I do want to remind everybody that I am going to continue the phone line. All right, it's the Ghost Hotline. We can talk about crypto, business, you want whatever, all right? It's the hotline. You can get in contact with me any reason, any way, all right? I'm not going to say the number. You already know the number. If not, go to ghost.report. All right, type in your browser ghost.report. Now, the line is off right now. It will be on about 30 minutes after I get off this broadcast, so that'll be about a little after 11 p.m. Central. So if you want to call Ghost, it is now $1.99 a minute. That's it, baby. $1.99 a minute for a limited time only. $1.99 a minute. So take a look on ghost.report. Holler at me. I'll be chilling with the freaking inner circle tonight. So holler at me, man, and we'll go ahead and we'll talk some business, whatever the case might be. And by the way, there's a couple of guys that called my line that were a part of the inner circle a long time ago that gave me their information. If you're listening, I know that I need to invite you two guys back to the inner circle, so don't worry. I got you, all right? Just letting y'all know, all right? I got a lot of things going on, man. I got a lot of things going on. Anyway, hey, engineer, do we got any goddamn Radio Graffiti to be had out here? All right, well, without any further ado, let's just go ahead and get to some Radio Graffiti right now. All right, how about anonymous Radio Graffiti? Yeah, we got freaking Helen Keller deaf mutes. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. I mean, what the hell's going on? Why are you even calling if you're going to be a Helen Keller deaf mute, you piece of crap? 336 Radio Graffiti. I hate that skinny little autistic prick, and you can tell I'm Poseidon. I said that. I don't know if you guys know a guy by the name of Ice Poseidon. Look, I've been watching his highlights. There's highlights of him. If you want to YouTube it, put Ice Poseidon. I mean, it's pretty funny. This guy really is an idiot. I watch his gaming channel. I watch his streams. Yeah, dude. CX in the chat, dude. Liar, 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 liar. Hey, asshole, that was a splice. That was a goddamn splice, and everybody knows it. That was a goddamn splice, and everybody knows it, for Christ's sake, man. Freaking Ice Poseidon, if you want my personal opinion, if he wasn't 23 years old, he'd be in jail right now. I can tell you, he's a freaking autistic pervert, and you can tell him I said that. Give me the mic. Son of a bitch. Shut up! Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Dispenser. We need the dispenser here. Dispenser. We need the dispenser here. Got him. Move that gear up. Dispenser. We need the dispenser here. Dispenser. Put dispenser here. Dispenser. Put dispenser here.
What the hell kind of goddamn remix was that, for Christ's sake? Let's not start that crap. I need a dispenser here. Let's not start that, all right, you stupid losers? 352 Radio Graffiti. We got Tyron Radio Graffiti.
You know you love me. I know you care. Yeah, whenever I'll be there. You are my love, you are my heart, and we will never, ever, ever be apart. Are we an item, representing? We're just friends, and I was like, baby, oh, like baby.
Oh, wait, is that freaking Justin Bieber? Is that, oh, you sick freak. you do like a young Justin Bieber, don't you there, you fruit bowl, huh? Ah, you Woody Allen butt-loving pedophile. I know it. Freaking Justin Bieber, for Christ's sake. Give me the mic. Jesus Christ. Just shut up. You know what? Why are you even bringing up Justin Bieber, man? I mean, this guy has to hop on the ass cheeks of freaking Puerto Ricans to get a decent record out now. What's that stupid, dumb freaking song? Papacito, I got a mosquito, suck my dick-o. Stupid, man. Anonymous, Radio Graffiti. We got Rafa Capitalist, Radio Graffiti. Tomorrow is the big lunar event. We're going to have a blue moon, a super moon, a lunar eclipse, and a blood moon, all in one night tomorrow. Yo, what the hell is that? What the hell?
Are you okay, honey? Hello?
I mean, what the hell was that? Did you turn me into an autistic werewolf, you son of a bitch? What the hell was that? You're turning me into some kind of an autistic werewolf? Good God! What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Good God, give me the mic. Freaking autistic werewolves now. Is that where these fanfics are going? You're incorporating these freaking your autism into fanfics?
He was an autistic werewolf, and he was scared, and yet he walked alone in the moonlight looking for his mate. Just shut up, you stupid moron. 813 Radio Graffiti.
What am I going to do?
Shut up! Shut up, for Christ's sake, you annoying prick! 336 Radio Graffiti.
Yo, what's going on, guys? How you doing?
All right, so Ghost comes up to me, and this nigger gets all mad. I'm like, I'm not talking to you faggot, cracker, punky, nigger. Like, I didn't want to fucking deal with that, but I'm racist. So I was like, poor black. People come up to me all the fucking time. Get the fuck over it. It's literally just a fucking dumb nigger. Don't get offended by that, but these people are literally retarded at the same damn time because black people are just shitty. I don't know, man. I'm racist.
Know some young niggers I can hang. Do you know some young niggers I can hang?
Man, shut up with that racist crap! Shut up! Good God! And was that Ice Poseidon talking garbage at me? Was that better not have been Ice Poseidon talking garbage. I'm not even kidding around. That better not been that son of a bitch. That better have not. That better have not been. Jesus Christ, give me the mic. That freaking better have not been him. Do you understand that? That better have freaking not. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
They are half-ape, half-human creatures devolved from chimpanzees who eat fried chicken, watermelons, and collard greens, write songs about raping white women, and stealing welfare checks from grandmothers so they can pretend they bought those plastic spinning hubcaps they stole from other niggers to pimp out their stolen 1970s.
Hey, shut up! Shut up! What is it? Somebody giving a freaking racist dissertation? What the hell was that? God damn it, you people, man! Good God! 352 Radio Goddamn Graffiti. Yeah, freaking Helen Keller deaf mute again, for Christ's sake. 412 Radio Graffiti.
I love you so much that I even touch myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept
Hey, shut up, broad. Get this broad out of here, for Christ's sake. Who the hell was that? What the hell was that? That was a creepy broad. That was a creepy freaking broad, for Christ's sake. Good God. I'm telling you, man, you get sick people on this internet, for Christ's sake. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
All niggers, especially wild niggers, are dangerous in groups, regardless of gender, and travel in packs. This is because they wish to buy a large bucket of fried chicken, white hose to share amongst against the tribe.
Look, shut up with the racism! God damn it! Shut up with that racist crap! Goddamn racist pieces of garbage, man! Enough! Enough! You're gonna get me pulled off the air, for Christ's sake, with all this racism! Shove this racism up your ass, man! What the hell kind of Saturday night special is this? Good God, man! Give me the mic! Give me the mic! Oh, my God. I need another freaking beer, man. I need some beer. More beer! For Christ's sake. Good God. God damn it. I'm telling you, man, this is why I drink, man. I'm drinking because of you pricks, for Christ's sake. Damn it. Jesus Christ, man. Are you all hearing this nonsense on this freaking internet? Jesus Christ, man. Who else do we have on this freaking screwed up Saturday night, for Christ's sake? Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Ghost! You crazy. Ah!
Ghost be sounding like boo. 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 Everyone go and see it, go. 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 Everyone go and see it, go.
La 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 la.
Look over there. Look over here. Look over there. Look over here. Look over there. Look over here. Look over there. Look over there. Look over here. Look over there. Look over here. Look over there. What? Ghost sound like boo. Ghost sound like boo. Ghost sound like boo. Ghost sound like boo. Ghost sound like boo.
Wait, did somebody just make a rap song about me? Is somebody making some kind of a rap? What the hell was that? What the hell kind of ghettofied garbage did I just listen to? Go sound like huh. Go sound like huh. Go around the block and maybe getting that there huh. Hey, shut up, man. Shut up. 256 Radio Graffiti.
We've got pylons.
Radio Graffiti.
Monkey on it. Dead. We're getting fingered by Godzilla. No. What the hell's going on here?
Oh, Christ, no! Get away! Get away, I'm on! Get away! What is that, Godzilla, for Christ's sake? Give me a freaking break. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
This is Sparta Radio Graffiti.
And you stupid trolls will be eating crow. You will be eating crow.
Yeah, that's adorable. If I was one of your men, I'd shoot myself. Well, my work here is done.
But you didn't really do anything?
Didn't I, Rabbit Girl? Didn't I?
My name's Velvet.
I don't care.
What the hell was is that crap? Can somebody explain to me what the hell I just listened to, for Christ's sake? Good God, that was stupid. Good God, that was stupid. 408 Radio Graffiti.
Some niggers never die. They just smell that way. And the more he scratched, the more he sweat. And I'm here to say he was a joke.
Jesus. Shut up with the racism, please, man. Shut up! Seriously, man. Enough of the racist garbage. Enough. I'm serious. Enough. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Just you and her watching the sky turn pink with the setting sun. You dream of the beautiful face you have found in this place, so soft and sweet. One day you will both die and your ashes will fly from an aeroplane over the sea. For now you are young and all you want is to lay in the sun.
Man, is that Plague, man? Is that the two? Just let's stop, man. Just stop. Is he doing fanfics now? Is he doing? Just shut up. I don't want to know. I don't want to know, man. 647 Radio Graffiti. Man, it's that Plague, man. Shut up. The racism, please, man. Good God, that was stupid. Is somebody making some kind of racist reason for garbage, man? Stop. That was a creepy broad. Somebody giving a freaking racist dissertation. Was that guy? Was I talking garbage at me? No, you're turning me into someone kind of an autistic werewolf. Oh, yeah, I mentioned you like it. Yeah, enough, man. I just freaking said that. Look, I don't want to go. Come on, man. I give you guys a Saturday night show, man, and this is how you freaking bastards, dude? This is how you treat me? This is the thanks I get? Damn it! Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
But lo and behold, some 4 decades later, what have I found but a bunch of trifling, shiftless, good-for-nothing niggers. And I know some of you don't want to hear me say that word. It's the ugliest word in the English language. But that's what I see now, niggers. And you don't want to be a nigger, because niggers are living contradictions. Niggers are full of unfulfilled ambitions. Niggers wax and wane. Niggers love to complain. Niggers love to hear themselves talk but hate to explain. Niggers love being another man's judge and jury. Niggers procrastinate until it's time to worry. Niggers love to be late. Niggers hate to hurry.
Oh, my God, shut this. Shut that guy. What the hell was that? Was that supposed to be Martin Luther the King? Was that supposed to be Martin Luther the King, for Christ's sake? God damn it, man. God damn it. Good God. 713 Radio Graffiti.
We got the Pet Mexican, Radio Graffiti.
Thank you for calling True Capitalist Radio Hotline. To speak with the host, the man they call Ghost, please press 1. To speak with the engineer, please press 2.
Hey, what's going on, engineer? It's the Pet Mexican. What's going on, man? Hey, where's Ghost at right now? Oh, man. Well, tell him to stop eating that fried chicken or else he's going to bury another toilet. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, engineer, don't let Ghost know, because I don't think he could handle another betrayal, but you're my favorite, engineer. You're my favorite. You're the real talent.
for you to take over the show in the future, man. God bless you, engineer.
No! 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 The betrayal! The pet Mexican! God